nestled in streams. There's a jolly figure, or so it seems, with a belly round and a heart so grand. He's the YouTube grifter, the joy of the land. Oh, he's as fast as Santa, but he comes all year, bringing laughter, joy, and a bit of cheer. Not just once in December, but every single day. Our YouTube grifter in his own special way. He's got a knack for stories, both wild and true. With a twinkle in his eye, he'll entertain you. From baking fails to epic wins, he's the gift that keeps on giving. Let the fun begin. Oh, he's as fat as Santa, but he comes all year, bringing laughter, joy, and a bit of cheer. Not just once in December, but every single day. Our YouTube grifter in his own special way. He's got around your screens, and don't be shy. He's got a tale to tell and a pie in the sky. With every click and every view, he's spreading holiday spirit just for you. Oh, he's as fat as Santa, but he comes all year, bringing laughter, joy, and a bit of cheer. Not just once in December, but every single day. Our YouTube grifter in his own special way. So here's to the grifter, our digital friend. May his joy and laughter never end. With a ho, 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 and a hearty cheer. Merry Christmas to all, and a Happy New Year.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, what if any you might be. And welcome back to the Joseph Ferlazzo anniversary unaliving. And it's going to be interesting. We will just have one detective, and then Monday it'll be the lead detective. So they claimed it will be a 2.5 week trial. I don't think we're anywhere close to anything that can last 2.5 weeks. They said that the lead detective will be the second longest witness. The longest will probably be the coroner. So the lead detective, a crime scene investigator, and a coroner. What else do you need? Because they have no more lay witnesses. They said that. So this could be done before Christmas, way before Christmas. So it's yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Hey, Penella. Penella, when Iris gets here in March, do you want to come to Copenhagen and maybe go and show her all the sites? Maybe do a little meetup thingy thing. I can teach you about how great Denmark is and how bad Sweden are. Someone in my comments asked me why I hate Sweden. I don't hate Sweden. Just don't like them. Hey, Helen. Probably a little bit far to drive from Holland, but if you're in Copenhagen, I'll show you around. Oh, I hope everything is fine. Take care and fingers crossed. But no, for those of you who are just stopping in, don't know anything about it, a married couple with, I think there's 20 years. I think we agreed there's 20 years behind them, between them. Went to Vermont to meet up with his sister, and during that trip, she met the girlfriend once, and then she didn't see them anymore. He claimed they were in an argument, and he spent the next 2 days up there with them. Everything seemed normal. He was tattooing his sister and everything. Then he went home. His car kind of gave up, so he had a friend come pick him up. No, he drove a motorcycle home, was with her mom. Everything seemed normal. He said, well, she left me because she got agitated. And then some days later, he was driving with his buddy to get his van, and they were stopped by the police. And he asked, according to opening statements, he asked the police, his friend, to pew pew him in the face because he's done something bad. And in the van, they find his wife's body in pieces. The state story is he pew pewed her in the face and then used a knife and a saw to take care of a big problem, making it into a little bit of a smaller problem. According to the defense, she was violent and threatening him with a pew pew, and then he pew pewed her. Why he cut her up, we'll have to figure out when he testifies. So probably not going to go with. I don't think the self-defense will work. That's yeah. Oh, we are meeting up. Oh, I don't know anything. Well, I try to hit some bangers. Normally, I'll try and make a new song every month or something, just to change it up a little bit. I know other channels, they have the same music for years, but I think it's more fun to find something new. That is perfect, Elizabeth. Welcome, welcome. I hope to show her the amazing country of Sweden. You know, torture is illegal, even if it's Irish. Don't take her to Sweden. Who wants to go there? It's expensive, and instead of frikadella, you have köttbullar. You can take her to an IKEA. It's probably the most Swedish thing you can take people to legally without it being torture, which is also a kind of torture. Yeah, IKEA is a torture device. I actually need to go to IKEA and find a rock. I don't have time for that. But no, I was thinking she want to go see sites. We can go see Amalienborg. She talked about museums. We can either go to Rosenborg and see the crown jewels or the National Museum. We can go to the War Museum and see all the times we beat you in war. And go. I think she would like to see the lifeguard, even though they're not worth it. I agree. You will be great. Yeah, but that's because you're half Danish. Rest will still be Swedish. So I don't know. But no, I think if we met up like at the central station or the city hall and then took it down through Strøget and maybe Nyhavn, Amalienborg, Christiansborg, been around, maybe go to Tivoli in the end or something. We'll figure it out. See what's open in I think it's March this year. It could be fun. Maybe can do like a kind of a meetup if any other people in the wonderful Nordic countries want to join us. Does he? I can't even remember. Sorry, I just have to. I'll have to look up my own thumbnail because I can't remember what thumbnails I made. Your videos. I don't know if I'll agree. I just want to find a Viking. Then she should go to Jutland, not the capital. They're not that strong over there. But no, it's gonna be fine. We'll figure something out. Show her how wonderful the Scandinavian countries are, because they are. Sadly, she chose the part of the year where it's always raining. But there's no bad weather. There's only bad stomachs. Come on, Camellia. He said we're back at 1 sharp. They're not. Yeah, please do. I don't even know if we have any Mexican bars or Mexican restaurants. Howdy. I will probably get some tequila, but it'll be. I don't think we have places that serve good tequila. She'll probably hate it, but I can put some gammel dansk in her. It's our kind of my lord. I think she'll be fun after a few of those. Hey, Olan. Yeah, it could be. No, in March. Well, this year we had snow early, so could be snowing. Yes, but it'll be fun showing her around. And the good thing about Copenhagen, everything is within walking distance. So just flavor some Sierra Silver Chiquilla with Gouda. Yeah. Just give her what we call a donkey kick. We had a lot of those when I was in the Marines. You need a couple of them to start to like them, and then you're too drunk to remember you didn't like them, and then you find out the next day how much you hate them. Think Iris will drink anywhere. Don't need to be in a Mexican bar. Yep. It's too bad we can't take her to Christiania anymore because that's been torn down. I'm multitasking, really trying to get my act together and get some things finished. Well, the easy thing to finish is watching this stream, because they talked about it'll be a shorter, maybe an hour, and then you can sit down and say, I accomplished that today. I listened to the entire stream. Cleaning can wait. Yeah, but that's close to the border to Mexico. That's not in Copenhagen. I haven't been out drinking in Copenhagen for years, so I don't even know what's there anymore. Yes, and if anyone complains that, oh, I thought you were going to do this today, you say, Baker told me to do it. And then they can come look me up if they have any problems. Please don't. It's too expensive. $1,500 or something in a plane ticket. It's not worth it. Just yell at me. That's what most people do. But no, it could. I'm not sure. I think Chile might be closed at that time of year. Or else it could be fun to get in there. Yeah, we should give her some Danish food and some Danish beer. Yeah, they're being giving the Allen motion because they can't agree on a verdict. I think they were talking about going from, I don't know how many charges is against him, but they were going to number 2. I don't know. After what I've seen, but again, it's one of those cases that really doesn't have anything to do with the law. I love it when all the the lawyers who cover cases will tell us, well, the law says this. Yeah, that's fine. But in a jury case, it's emotions, it's perception. It really has nothing to do with the law, how cases end. Probably it'll have something to do with it when the judge gives you your sentence, but when you have the jury there, it's all about what's their political stance, what's their stance on, like we see in some pew cases, the stance on pews, and you, it's so hard to tell in cases. It's this case, the what's her name, the taser lady, him. Can't remember that, and I still don't think we can say his name, the guy who started it all. In those cases, and you saw it in the OJ case as well, it has nothing to do with the law. It has all to do with the jury, and I think a lot of lawyers forget that sometimes, that it's 12 regular people. It's not 12 lawyers who have to decide the case. Well, I don't have nothing happens on my Discord when I'm live. We should have a national day of Legos. Yeah, that's too late then. Your memory is 4% Norwegian. Well, Fedorowski then. Well, he is. He's a failed painter. We have that here. Kim Potter. Yes, thank you, Eli. Oh, he looks like Brent Steiner from Star Trek. Hey, Jamie.
Hi, Baker.
Spencer Lemons. Because when life gives you lemons, chop your girlfriend up and put her in bags in the back of your van.
Oh my God.
Jamie, you should really try to be a little more considerate. It's a death case.
Me? I am the worst. Did they forget to turn the sound down?
Oh. Bye, Jamie. Oh, he's probably the guy who drove her around with him in the car. Sorry, I'm the idiot who forgot to put on audio.
I thought it was me.
Yes, Jamie was the one who forgot to put on audio. I was sitting here thinking, why isn't anyone engaging in this and
Good
talking
afternoon.
about
Could you please state your name?
how the judge looks like Brett Stenner from Steiner, Brett, whatever his name is, the guy who plays Data, and how this guy is part Unabomber and part my dad in his
Oh.
wedding photo.
My God.
Name is Spencer Lemons.
Mr. Lemons, the acoustics in this room are not very good, so I'm going to ask you to just keep your
Spencer
voice.
Lemons.
Thank you. Where do you live,
Jesus.
Mr. Lemons?
I live in Sheldon, Vermont.
That's why I said, "Oh my!" before, and everyone was not reacting to it. Amy-
What? Yeah. I was like, I thought it was my sound that was off, so that's why I refreshed. And then you're sitting there like saying stuff, and I'm like, what are you hearing? I'm not hearing anything. Spencer Lemons. Oh,
It's
calm
almost
down.
like we've done this before.
I know.
Oh, Justin.
Hey,
56
Justin.
Daily Drive.
And how long have you lived there?
I've lived there 10 years.
Were you living there in October 2021?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know a person named Joseph?
Oh, and for all our British viewers, I don't know if you know it, but there has been given a red storm warning for the British Isles tonight. So take care. Don't get anything, any
What does that mean?
tiles, roof tiles, or anything in your head. We want you back
is
on
a-
Monday.
What is a red storm warning?
It's it's like a traffic light. You don't go anywhere when it's red.
Oh, okay.
You can get flooding. You can get very severe weather. So they have been hit by a lot of flooding and stuff like that the last couple of days. So, but tonight it's they're claiming that it can reach hurricane winds. So
All right. Well, stay
stay
safe,
inside if you
guys.
don't have to go outside.
Ferlazzo.
Yes, ma'am.
How do you know him?
And when I said and make lemon, when life give you lemons, no one understood the jokes because no one knew he was called Lemons.
I know. That's why I did it. Start over.
There.
I've lived there 10 years.
Were you living there in October 2021?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know a person named Joseph Ferlazzo?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you know him?
He was a friend of mine.
How long have you known him?
I knew him probably since 2017-ish, 16-ish.
Do you see Joseph in the courtroom today?
I do.
Can you point to him, describe an article of clothing he's wearing and where he's sitting for the jury?
Sitting over there wearing a blue shirt.
Your Honor, if the record could reflect that Mr. Lemons has identified Mr. Ferlazzo.
So reflected.
Mr. Lemons, I'm going to ask you some questions about the weekend of October 16th and 17th and 18th of 2021. Do you remember that weekend?
I do.
What were you doing that weekend?
I was hiking Mount Katahdin, and then I came home to spend the weekend with my wife for our anniversary,
When was your anniversary?
17th of October.
Did you communicate with Joseph that weekend?
I did.
When did you first hear from him?
I heard from him when he communicated that he was going to be coming up to my house
And how did he communicate with you?
via Facebook Messenger.
Do you remember when he told you he was coming to your house?
It was late at night after 9 p.m.
Did he tell you anything about when you could expect his arrival?
Yeah, he said it would be around 11:20 at night.
Did Mr. Ferlazzo arrive at your home?
Yes, ma'am.
And what time did he arrive?
About 11:20.
What vehicle was he driving?
Okay. Both sides or mainly the witness?
Sorry.
Okay, try, let's project.
Yes, sir.
What vehicle was he driving?
He was driving a red Jeep.
Did he come inside?
No.
What did he say to you?
He said, "Let's go pick up my van."
Did you know where his van was?
He said it was at someone's house called the Langs.
Did you know where that residence was?
No, ma'am.
Had you ever been there before?
No, ma'am.
Did he tell you why he wanted to get the van?
He said he wanted to get the van up to my house because that was the original plan, and he wanted to get it done now.
Did you take him to get the van?
I did.
What car did you drive?
I took my Honda Civic.
Where was Mr. Ferlazzo's Jeep?
It was parked at the end of my driveway on Bailey Drive.
Did Mr. Ferlazzo go with you?
Yes, ma'am.
And what was Mr. Ferlazzo's demeanor like while you were driving in the car?
He was quiet.
Did you ask him why he was quiet?
I did ask him if there was anything going on, and he seemed a little distraught. He said, I just want to get to the bus. And so I had him point the directions out to me as we went.
Okay, keep your voice up.
He pointed the directions out to me as we went.
Okay. And generally speaking, where were you traveling to?
We were traveling to St. Albans,
And about how long would it take to get from your home to St. Albans?
about 30 minutes.
Did you arrive in St. Albans?
Yes, ma'am.
And what happened when you arrived in St. Albans?
We went in St. Albans. He gave me directions to where to go, and we arrived at where his bus was parked, and I assume that's the Langs.
What did you see when you arrived where the bus was parked?
I saw several patrol SUVs parked outside the residence.
And when you say patrol SUVs, do you mean police cars?
Police vehicles,
Do you remember how many you saw?
3 or 4.
What did you think when you saw those police vehicles?
Alarm bells went off in my head, and then he said, just go to the end of the road. It was a dead-end road, and he said, turn around. And then I turned around, and he instructed me to drive past the police.
The witnesses they have had today even his sister haven't painted a picture that is anywhere near the story he told.
No.
Well, she did kick him in the bololos. So there's that.
When he told you to turn around, what did that make you think?
That made me think something was not correct in the situation, and thus it prompted me to continue to prod him for what's going on.
Okay, and did you do that?
I did. I asked him, what's going on, man? You need to tell me what's going on. If I'm going to be driving past police officers, I need to know what is going on.
And did he respond to you?
He did.
How did he respond?
He responded to me with, there's a lot going on. I wish I could see my grandmother. And then I said, what is going on? He said, Emily is back in the van. I said, is Emily alive? He said, no. And I asked, did you hurt her? And he said, yes. And then he started getting fidgety in the car.
Okay. Can you describe what Mr. Ferlazzo was like when you say he started to get fidgety?
He started going like this, moving around, reaching for the car door handle. I didn't know if he had anything on his person that would maybe.
Yeah, and they have him on police interview as well, admitting he did it. And then all of a sudden it's self-defense. It's how this idiot hasn't just pled guilty, I don't know.
Yeah.
Should have had a fidget spinner shaped as a melon.
Cause harm to myself, so I immediately stopped the vehicle and told him to get out.
And did he say anything to you as he was getting out of the car?
Not that I remember.
What did you do when Joseph got out of the car?
I immediately turned around towards my house to put distance between myself and him so I could make a 911 call for the information he just gave me.
And did you make a 911 call?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Do you remember what time you made that call?
It was probably close to midnight.
Prior to your testimony today, have you heard that 911 call?
Yes, ma'am.
So Judge, at this time, the state would move for the court to read to the jury stipulation number 1, which I have for you.
All right, stipulation number 1 reads, members of the jury, the state and defendant Joseph Ferlazzo have agreed that you may find certain facts. This is called a stipulation. On October 19th, 2021, at 12:03.08 a.m., Spencer Lemons called 911. That call was initially answered by the E911 dispatch board. The E911 dispatch board connected the call with the Vermont State Police Dispatch Center. Chain of custody is not being challenged. As with any evidence in this trial, you must decide what weight you will give this stipulation. And that is also,
That's nice. We don't need that 911 operator to say, yes,
No,
this is the
no.
911 call. And thank you, Nicola Maxwell, for becoming a member. No, murder late.
Martha's State's Exhibit.
We heard about they might have had one physical argument, but they like the rough smacks. That's where most of her scratches came from, and the dog.
Well, and they
And-
weren't together very long before they got married either. So I mean, like they didn't really have seemingly a
Yeah,
huge history.
They knew each other for months, not years, before they got married. She's 20
Yeah.
years younger than him. So
Yeah, she said the mom said they were only dated a couple months before they got married.
yeah. Did you say 4?
She just said a couple.
I
So
think
I take that as like,
on cross said 4
2.
months, but I might
Oh,
be
maybe.
wrong.
And then they were together full, like he offed her on their year anniversary. So
Yeah, 1 year wedding anniversary is when he said, "I had enough of you." Pew pew pew. Thank you, John
Yankee
Gary.
candle to the, well, I don't know where she with the Yankee candle in the head.
2 months, maybe.
Yeah.
I wonder what the first wife had to say. Well, she has nothing to say because she's not a part of the case. So I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a red storm warning, so be careful out there. She seems like the girl who could, because again, it happened post-mortem. So I think she's the type of girl who would do that just to spite him.
What? Oh my Lord.
Jamie, she used the Yankee candle on him.
Which Baker thought was a
Southern slur for
southern slur for a northerner's candle, I guess.
I don't know much. I know I love you.
116.
Yes.
All right.
Big
and
Yankee,
it
yes, the
is
big
that,
Yankee
we
candle.
will admit states.
Yes,
116.
no objection, Judge.
No, the pig was to the chestnuts. The Yankee candle was in his head.
Your Honor, the state would now move to admit what it is previously marked as State's Exhibit 4, which is the 911 call.
It's a
Any
slur.
objection?
No objection.
Southerners
States
feel
4 is
so,
admitted without objection.
it's a Yankee candle. It can't be. Oh, did they light Southerners on fire?
Vermont 911, where is your emergency?
Yes, my name is Spencer Lemons. I've got a guy that is going towards the St. Albans on Route 36. Trying to make a long story short, he's a friend of mine. Came to my house. He lives in a bus thing. He's like, hey, we go pick up my bus, and we go to pick up his bus in St. Albans. And there's a bunch of cops outside. I said, what the heck is going on? He says he killed his wife. I got him out of my car. He's on this road, and I guess there's a bunch of state troopers at that place on somewhere in St. Albans. There's like 4 cops there, and I was like, no, but you got to get out of my car. And I was afraid. I got to get him out.
All right, so where,
On the
do you
road.
know where this is happening? Or
Yes,
where-
yes. He said there's 4 cops there. I can come and I can help out. I had to get him out of his car. He's on Route 36 right now walking.
Oh, he's walking on Route 36, is that still in Fairfield or is that in St. Albans?
Just over Fairfield Hill, just before, what's that? I'm trying to see.
The carriage, is it the carriage house?
There's it's before you reach Woodland Road, which is a private road on 36. That's where I'm at. But yeah, there's 4 troopers that were at that place. I don't know the name of that street, but yeah, he's walking on the road. And I don't care who.
And you were here, Fairfield when he stated this to you?
He stated this to me when he said, but we gotta go back to my house. Like, are those cops for you? What is going on? And I said, what is going on? He says, my wife was in, actually said I did something really bad. I said, what did you do? And he said that his wife is inside that box. And I said, is she alive? And he goes, no, I don't want to look for this. Get out of my car right now. I'm calling the cops.
Okay. All right, and so when he told you that, were you in Fairfield or were you in St. Albans, do you know?
I'm in Fairfield right now.
Thank you so much, Nicola. We try to lighten the mood.
That's where he was. I just took him out of my car on 36 because I don't know if he's got a weapon or anything.
What was he fixing in the house? What house? I think he did in the back of the car. Car. Hmm.
What do you mean? What
It's
was he
an
fixing
Albans
in the house?
fire, isn't that? No, that's an Elmo's fire.
Okay, so you don't know if you have the weapon, okay. And what
I
is
do
his
not
name?
know. His name is Joseph Ferlazzo, Ferlazzo.
F-E-R, I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Ferlazzo. His first name is Joseph, Josephh. He was staying with someone called the Langs, Langs, and that's where his bus was parked at. And that's where I thought I was taking him to get his bus. I did not know. Oh my God.
Before I go.
It was a bad movie.
Okay, hold on a second, I'm just, you said near Woodland Road?
Um, Yeah, I'm on near Woodland Road, which is a private road, right off of 36.
Can you spell that for me?
Wooland Road,
Okay, and is that, one word or two words, you know? I'm just trying to map it.
one word, and his Jeep is parked at my house.
Okay, and where is your house?
My house is 56 Bailey Drive, Enosburg Falls, Vermont. That's where I'll head. There is zero cell service there, though.
Okay. But all this is taking place in,
In about 2
Fairfield?
minutes of right now. Yeah, Fairfield is right here, and then the directions to get to the his Lions place. Do you know where those two gas stations are off exit? What is it, 19 off the interstate? There's like if you continue down that road as if you're going to Stone's Auto, and staying a left on the main street, it's like the first left after that. There's like another little gas station down past that road.
Okay. All right, but he told you that he had killed his wife when you guys were on Route 36, when you were taking him back with
100%,
him?
yeah.
Okay. All right, hold on a second, I'm
And then I
gonna,
just stopped the car again. Oh my God.
okay. All right, and did you put up a fight when you asked him to get out?
No, he was like, she's like, man, I don't want to go to prison. Don't take me back there. I said, and then he just started getting fidgety, and I don't know if he's got anything on him. I mean, yes, I am armed, but I'm not looking at any confrontation, so I'll just get out of my car.
Okay.
That's the defense lawyer. It's not the prosecutor. But yes, she looks a little tired. But it's Friday. She might need a good weekend.
All right,
Yeah.
hold on a second.
Because I got
She's doing the
wife and kids, I don't need this crap around me.
Okay, no, I completely understand. Do you know what his wife's name is?
Her name is, was Emily Ferlazzo, I'm guessing was, I don't know. Emily, E-M-L-Y.
Okay.
I don't know what her maiden name was, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Okay, hold on one second, we're gonna transfer over, okay?
44? Yep.
Salmon Station 419, it's Spencer Lemons on the line. Call back 615-305-7127. Tonight, he had picked up his friend Joseph Ferlazzo, and he was bringing him back to his van bus that he lives in. On Route 36, Joseph had stated to Spencer that he had killed his wife tonight and that she was in this van. Joseph was not armed, and he asked him to get out, now he's walking on Route 36. Joseph is on Route 36, yeah, he's just walking.
He's walking on 36. It's just before Woodland Ave over Fairfield Hill, like maybe a minute out of town.
On Fairfield Hill, okay, and do you, know what he was wearing something?
He's wearing a black long sleeve and pants or shorts. I honestly don't know. I wasn't looking. He stopped by the house just for a while. We planned on him moving his butt there with his wife, and
All right, I don't have any more questions for Mr. Lemons. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Jantz.
Do you need a break? Okay. Because I saw you becoming some emotional listening to that can you hear me? 911 call. Joseph was your friend, wasn't he?
Yes.
And
Yes.
thank you. And you were surprised when he told you that he had killed Emily, weren't you?
Yes.
In fact, he asked you if you would kill him, didn't he?
Yes.
You told the 911 dispatcher that you were armed, right?
Yes.
And you had a gun in the car that you were driving in, correct?
Yes.
And Joseph typically carried a weapon as well, didn't he?
Yes.
But you didn't know that night if he were armed or not, correct?
Correct.
You didn't think he'd ever be able to do something like that, did you?
I don't know.
Well, based on your friendship with him from, I think you said 2017, so 3 years you knew him prior to this event, right? Yeah.
About that.
Okay. And had you ever seen him demonstrate any kind of violence that would lead you to think this is the kind of thing he could do?
I had not witnessed that myself.
Would you say he was very distraught when you told him to get out of the car?
It seemed that way.
Are you having trouble with the,
It seemed that way. Sorry.
that's okay.
Problem.
In fact, you told the police in an interview that the guy doesn't like violence, isn't that right?
I don't remember.
Okay. You remember a conversation with Sergeant LeBombard? You had more than one, I know you did. Do you remember that one in particular?
That was 3 years ago. It's hard to remember.
Okay. But you've already told us that you hadn't observed violence, Joseph exhibiting violence over the 3 years you'd known him,
I
right?
had not witnessed it.
Okay. May I have a moment, please?
Yes.
It's okay. Thank you. I have nothing else.
No redirect, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lemons. You're all set.
Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, the state calls Trooper Adam Lippa.
Oh, so they have more.
Yeah, what was she talking about? One that she was gonna have to take a while to question.
Yeah, but that's why they said they will be done by 1 today. But I thought they said they had done their last lay witness, but this, she must have meant this would be their last lay witness. And then she had 2 troopers, but one of them is the lead detective, so he's going to be Monday.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm reminding everybody to keep their voices up.
All right.
It's just difficult to hear in here. So if we remind you, please project. Could you please state your name?
Adam Lippa,
Could you spell your last name for us, please?
Lippa,
Are you related?
How are you employed?
for the Vermont State Police
When did you begin working for the Vermont State Police?
in July 2018.
Have you worked for other police agencies?
Prior to that, I worked for the Burlington Police Department from January 2015 until I started with the state.
Burlington Coat Factory?
What station have you been assigned to since you became a trooper?
The St. Albans Barracks.
Were you working for the Vermont State Police on October 19th of 2021?
I was.
Was that in St. Albans?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't see any Scott candles.
And at that
You did
time,
everything.
were you asked to respond to Meadowbrook Lane in the city of St. Albans?
Yes, it was actually the late evening of the 18th, but
Okay,
same time frame.
thank you. Who asked you to respond to that location?
Sergeant Paquette,
What information were you given, if anything, about why you were going to that location?
I was asked to see if there was a white minibus there and advised it may have been used in a crime, but there was not yet probable cause to seize it.
And around what time were you asked to do that?
I was asked at about 10:45 PM on the evening of the 18th.
Did you go to that location?
I did.
Do you remember what time you arrived?
It was about 11 o'clock that night.
Was the
We have a very new courthouse. It's maybe like 10 years old or something. And they made it really, really, really smart. I couldn't hear shit in it. And the mics were never picking up anyone, and they were always moving them around. Now we have a system where there's one big speaker in the roof, but because there's a noise gate on it, it always takes a little while for it to kick in. It's so annoying that we do this on a shoestring budget, and it works 60% of the time. It works every time when I remember to turn out audio.
minibus there?
It was.
Did you see anyone in it?
I did not.
Did you see anyone outside of it?
I did not.
How long were you there?
before other people showed up.
Yes.
It was about another 40, 45 minutes, I believe.
And during that time, did anybody leave the van?
No,
Did anyone enter the van?
no,
Did anyone move the van?
no.
So you said about 40 minutes after you arrived, some other folks arrived. That,
I did say that. I think it was actually like an hour and 40 minutes.
okay. And who arrived?
At one point early on, Trooper Berkovic kind of came as I was sitting there. And then about an hour and 40 minutes later, Sergeant Paquette and Captain Hill, I think, along with a few other troopers, arrived.
And what was discussed when everybody arrived, when everybody was congregated?
There was a discussion of doing a protective sweep of the inside of the van.
And did that happen?
It did.
What information, if any, had been conveyed to you about why you might be going in the van?
Dispatch advised that there was a phone call they received indicating that the defendant's wife was deceased inside the van.
When you said that you were doing a protective sweep, what were you looking for?
We were looking for a person that was in distress in need of medical care.
Who entered the van?
Sergeant Paquette, myself, and Trooper Berkovic.
Who went first?
Sergeant Paquette,
And who went second?
I did.
And third?
Trooper Berkovic.
Can you describe for the jury what the interior of the van looks like?
Yeah, I can kind of best describe it as a converted mini school bus. So it had the doors that open similar to how you get on a school bus. When you're standing on the stairway going up into it, the driver's compartment would be on your right. And then towards the left, it was converted. Instead of having seats in there like a normal school bus, there was kind of still the center aisle with a small kitchen on one side, bathroom, shower on the other side. And as you made your way kind of towards the back of it, there was a bed with storage above it and below it.
Did you see a human body in the van?
I did not.
Where was Sergeant Paquette looking?
So he initially entered the van and kind of went towards the back, went in, made a left, and went towards the back near where the bed was set up.
And where were you looking?
I was kind of in the middle portion of the van.
And what about Trooper Berkovic?
He was behind me, kind of just dealing with the entryway. And
How would you describe the condition of the van?
it was certainly lived in, a little cluttered, but nothing jumped out as being broken or, in disrepair. You could tell the bed was unmade. There were some containers out on the cabinet. It didn't show signs that there was a fight or anything that screamed out at me.
Was there a mattress on the bed?
There was.
And was there bedding on the bed?
There was.
Oh, it's a school bus. I was thinking, how the hell can they have a shower in a van? When I'm thinking a van, I'm thinking like one of those smaller things.
Was not like a made-up bed, but
Bus.
there were pillows and bedding.
That's
and
what
sheets.
Teresa
It looked like a
Dierks
bed
said,
that
but
someone had slept
I
in.
haven't figured it out yet.
Can you describe where in the van the bathroom is located?
So as you enter the van, you make a left, and if you're facing the back of it, it would then be on your left-hand side.
And is there any sort of a doorway or anything that blocks the bathroom from the rest of the van?
I believe there was a shower curtain.
Did you look in the bathroom?
I did.
And can you please describe?
I know I have a friend who's very much into tiny housing, but still, I thought it was like one of those smaller vans that you probably don't see it, but we see a lot here in Denmark. I don't know what you call them, like a Ford Transit or something like that. I don't know if you even have them over there, but that's what I imagine when I imagine a van.
To the jury what
Something the size of a UPS truck or something like that.
you saw in the bathroom area.
There's a small toilet, a small shower, and on the floor of the shower, there were a number of black trash bags kind of stacked up.
Could you see inside the trash bags?
I could not.
Were they tied or were they open?
They were tied shut.
Do you recall how many there were?
There were enough that they were mounded up, but I did not get a count.
And did you do anything with the trash bags?
I picked the top trash bag up just to verify that there was no way Emily was somehow tucked under there. And then I placed it back down.
Can you describe what that top bag felt like to you when you lifted it up?
It felt light and it was kind of puffy looking. So it looked like there were maybe pillows or some type of lighter bedding.
And did you lift any other trash bags?
I did not.
Did you move any other trash bags?
I did not.
How long were you in the van?
I would say between 5 and 10 minutes.
And what did you do when you left the van?
I stood by with the van and ultimately at Captain Hill's direction arranged for it to be towed back to the barracks. I then stayed with it until it was towed back.
In October of 2021, did Vermont State Police give troopers body-worn cameras?
Yes,
And did you have one in October of 2021?
yes,
Was it running?
it was.
Have you reviewed your body camera footage, which the state pre-marked as State's Exhibit 5 prior to testifying today?
I have.
And is that a fair and accurate representation of the van as you saw it on October 19th of 2021?
It is.
Your Honor, the state would move to admit State's Exhibit 5 and
No, State Exhibit 5 is admitted
yes, and
without objection.
I'm going to write that.
Yeah, I get like a motorhome or something like that, but it's just when I think van, I think something very much smaller.
Now we can see it. Can they all see it?
Is there any sort of a glare?
And it's sort of a glare.
Hey, please, hello.
Large trash bags.
White. Top ones. It looked like there was hollow space under the bed. So I don't know if these are all individual drawers. Dog bed. Nothing in that bag.
Not in the ones they've looked at so far, but I think she should be in some of them.
But not heavy enough to have body parts in it. Yeah. So there's that back door. Because there's like, it looked like from the bottom window, there was a bit of space under the bed, which makes sense because everything behind the drawers from like here back. Well, I don't know if it's just that upper little latch. Yeah, but I'm wondering about opening the back door to look underneath. Okay. Yeah.
But shouldn't there be blood in the bed if you pew-pewed her in the face in the bed?
You would think.
Yeah. It looked like there was one drop, but that could be anything. But head wounds are nasty wounds.
Mhm.
It's been a couple of days. It's not been that long, but still, you start stinking really fast.
You're seeing everything in there, and there's nothing of.
Looks like a small school bus, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They said light when they lifted them, so maybe it's because they don't think there's anything in there. I think he did it Friday night and then came back on Sunday.
Is that about our boy Adam?
Every time you pull up Fedorowski's chats, that picture, I can't take it seriously.
I don't know if you're supposed to take it serious.
I know, but it's just like every time I look over, it's that picture.
Trooper Lippa, I'm showing you what I have marked as stage 6, 7, 8.
I think the reason why they don't look for a light switch is when they said light. No, I think it was the bags that was light, because they wouldn't touch a light switch because that could be contaminating the crime scene.
9, 10, and 11. Would you take a look at those and tell me if you recognize them?
Is that a actual picture of you, Fedorowski?
They appear to all be
I
screenshots
apologize.
from the video that was just played.
And are those screenshots a fair and accurate representation of your body camera?
They are.
Your Honor, the state would move to admit state 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11.
Any objection, Ms. Johnson?
No objection.
States 6 through 11 are admitted without objection.
Let's see it then.
Your Honor, I have no other questions for Trooper Lippa.
Okay, thank you, Trooper.
Thank you.
So Judge, before, if we could just publish those exhibits for the
Yeah.
jury.
You want to publish them
I've got
by
them.
hand or on the?
They're right here. Yeah.
Hi, Laura.
Do you see his explanation for that picture?
Yes, He-Man that got older.
He does have that perfect haircut, just like you, man.
By the power of Grayskull, I have the power.
I love you, man.
Your Honor,
That
the
was a
state
good show.
as well as Detective Sergeant James Voris.
Judge, may we approach?
Yes.
So now they have more witnesses.
Yeah, what was this? You lied to us.
They always do, Jamie. We should sue them.
Oh,
I was supposed to watch Tulsa King right now. That's a good show.
This is emotional distress. We should sue
Yeah.
them. I know
But
you're
Tulsa
obsessed
King
with
is a
that
great
show.
show. You should watch that.
I mean, I've seen it,
Oh,
like the commercials for it, and I always go, that good old Stallone. Look at him.
yeah. No, it's actually everyone is always crapping about new shows and stuff like that. I like it. I really like it. I find it an interesting show.
Hmm. What's it about? Like, can you give like a quick?
Well, he's been in prison for 25 years for something, and then he comes out and goes back. He's a member of the mob, and to kind of get him away from he's in New York, to get him away from it all, they send him to Tulsa, and then he starts building a local mob out there, and then there's a lot of conflicts, but it's a good show. It's he's playing well. He just can't wear a suit. He's constantly going around checking his suit jacket. So, but it's a good show. And his daughter is in it. She can't act for. She's a worse actor than I am.
All good.
Wolf. I've been watching that, and I've been watching Mayor of Kingstown and a show called Heels from Showtime about arrest promotion
You solemnly affirm that the evidence you are
in
shall give relative to cause now.
somewhere down south. They're all pretty good.
Yes, sir.
And one of the no, that's not the wrestling show with the one who's no, forget about it. I didn't say that. It's Sylvester Stallone. He's playing good in it.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
We are learning that the acoustics in this room are not great. So try to keep your voice up so that the folks in the back of the jury can hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you state your name and spell your last name, please?
James Voris, V as in Victor, Ooris.
And how are you employed?
I am employed by the Vermont State Police
How long have you been employed by the Vermont State Police?
since January 2014.
And were you employed by them on October of 2021?
Yes,
And were you a detective sergeant at the time?
yes,
And are you still?
yes.
At some point, were you assigned as the case officer for an investigation related to Emily Ferlazzo?
Yes, I was.
And what is that? What does it mean to be a case officer?
So to be a case officer, so I'm assigned to the major crime unit. So as a case officer, I'm responsible for the organization of a case. As a detective sergeant, I'm responsible to conduct interviews, collect evidence, review evidence, author search warrants, just the general investigative actions.
Okay. And is it fair to say that you sort of collect all of that for the case?
Yes, so there'll be several or numerous individuals that work on a case, and I collect their reports and their work product. I compile it into a case file and provide it.
Okay. And have you reviewed all of the evidence in this case?
I believe so.
Okay. And did you prepare evidence for the court for this trial?
Yes, I did.
And what does that entail?
So specifically with the physical evidence for this trial, I just recently packaged it in clear evidence bags, so it was visible without having it removed from the paper evidence bags it was in.
Okay. And do you recall some of the stuff you did that for?
I do.
The jury hasn't seen any of it yet, but can you tell them just some of it?
I repackaged projectiles, a casing, ammunition, some pillows. I believe that might be it.
Okay. All right. So when you were assigned to this case, what information did you have initially?
So initially, I learned that other troopers were investigating a missing persons case, and I responded to the St. Albans State Police Barracks to assist with that.
Okay. Where were you stationed at the time?
I was assigned to the major crime unit.
Lillehammer started out well. I think it ended a little bit
And did it matter? Do you know why you were going to St. Albans?
Yes, so it was a missing persons complaint at the time, but there were circumstances that were known to law enforcement that made it suspicious. And if it ultimately was a homicide, it would be assigned to the major crime unit. So oftentimes, if we kind of have some suspicious circumstances, we'll get involved early on.
Okay. And was there some connection to St. Albans that brought you there?
There was a vehicle located in St. Albans by other troopers, and that's where they were meeting. So that's where we met.
Okay. And so did you do anything to attempt to locate Emily?
I did.
And what was that?
So I requested records, what we call exigent records, location records related to her cell phone, her Facebook account, and Joseph Ferlazzo's cell phone.
Okay. Did the Facebook records provide anything useful in an attempt to locate her?
There was location data provided by Facebook. It was the last known location of the device associated with the account.
And where was that?
It was, so Facebook provides that in a latitude, longitude. They provide a latitude and longitude. And when you map it, it was Bolton Valley, Vermont, near Bear Run.
Okay. So it was that specific that it actually said it was near Bear?
Yeah, but it worked because bringing American violence to a little town in Norway is such a weird concept that it worked in the beginning, but then they didn't figure out how to go with it. But it's the same with the bridge. First 2 seasons are okay. The last season,
Run in Bolton Valley.
The accuracy, I don't recall exactly what it was, but it was good.
Okay. And do you recall what the time was for that last known location of the device?
I believe it was October 15th, 2021 at 10:14 p.m.
Okay. And just to be clear, that was for Emily's device?
Emily's Facebook account. That was associated with her Facebook account.
Okay. And was that location of Bear Run in Bolton significant to you at the time?
Yes.
And why is that?
The information I had was that her last known location was in Bolton, Vermont.
Okay. And on October, skipping ahead to October 19th, were you made aware that Joseph Ferlazzo was at the St. Albans VSP barracks?
Yes.
And was he there related to this incident?
Yes.
And do you know how he arrived at the barracks?
I do. I learned that Detective Sergeant Amy Nolan, who at the time was also a member of MCU, had located Joseph at the Maple Fields in St. Albans, Vermont.
Okay. And do you know what she was doing there at the time?
I believe she was buying lunch.
Okay. And do you know what Mr. Ferlazzo was doing there?
He was making a purchase as well.
Okay. So in summary, what information did you have at the time about Mr. Ferlazzo's possible involvement in Emily's disappearance?
So I knew the information that Trooper Cody had obtained the night prior. I read his report when I came into the office. I knew that Spencer Lemons had called 911 and made a report and what he reported. And then I had attempted to locate Emily through her device and Joe through his device. And then I learned that Sergeant Nolan located Joe.
Okay. And so at the time that Mr. Ferlazzo was at the barracks, had anybody located Emily?
No, she had not been located.
Okay. And regarding the 911 call, the jury just heard the 911 call. Do you recall when that was?
I believe the timestamp is a few minutes after midnight on October 19th, like 12:03 a.m. on October 19th, 2021.
Okay. And at what time was Mr. Ferlazzo brought to the barracks?
Shortly after 2 p.m. on October 19th, 2021.
Okay. So approximately 14 hours after the 911 call?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How long, and so once he arrived at the barracks, where did he go?
It's my understanding he went into an interview room at the St. Albans State Police Barracks.
Okay. You weren't a part of that?
I was not.
Okay. How long was he in the interview room before you spoke with him?
It's about 20 minutes.
Okay. And while he's in the interview room, is that room recorded?
Yes, the interview room is audio and video recorded.
Okay. And so during those 20 minutes before you spoke with him, what was happening in the interview room?
Mr. Ferlazzo was in the interview room. There was a uniformed trooper, I believe it was Sergeant Michael Philippek, that was in there with him. Sergeant Philippek searched Mr. Ferlazzo, and then they just had a general conversation for about 20 minutes. Mr. Ferlazzo was brought some food. He was brought a beverage. He was brought a blanket.
I'm not a big fan of Jack Black. Him, The Rock, and Jason Statham always plays Jason Statham, Jack Black, and The Rock. They don't play a role. They just do the same in every movie. So I always kind of stay away from those movies.
Okay. And was that all at his request?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. So when you went into the interview room, had anybody spoke to Mr. Ferlazzo about Emily?
Not to my knowledge.
And so how did you start your interaction with him?
I introduced myself. I told him who I was, who I worked for, and I read Mr. Ferlazzo his Miranda rights.
Okay. I'm going to show you States 12. Do you recognize this?
Yes, I do.
What is that?
This is the Miranda warnings that I filled out on the 19th and that I read to Mr. Ferlazzo and that he signed and dated.
And this is a very accurate depiction of the Miranda warnings.
Yes, ma'am.
Move to admit States 12.
Any objection to States 12?
No objection.
States 12 is admitted without objection.
Up on the screen here now, is that the Miranda form that we just admitted?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you go over each of these questions with Mr. Ferlazzo?
Yes, they're not really questions. They're his rights. But I read them to him. I read them to him. I asked if he understood them. And then I ask if he wants to speak with me.
Okay. And then this part, the 1019, 245, and the signature, who wrote those?
Mr. Ferlazzo wrote the signature, and I believe he dated and signed it, or dated and time stamped it as well.
Okay. How long did you speak with Mr. Ferlazzo in the interview room?
I believe our total interview was about 2.5 hours, maybe a little less.
Okay. And was that entire interaction, including those 20 minutes before you went in, captured on video
Yes.
and audio?
Yes, ma'am. There are times where he requested to use the bathroom or we went outside and he smoked a cigarette. Those are not captured on the audio and video, but we also use a backup like digital recorder and that just goes in your pocket. So that's captured on that.
Okay, so either through video or audio, the entire time that you were speaking with Mr. Ferlazzo on the 19th is captured in some way.
I believe so, yes.
Okay. And have you reviewed that interview recording?
Yes.
The state has, are you aware the state has marked that as States 19?
Yes.
Okay. And is it an accurate representation of the entire time that Mr. Ferlazzo was in the interview room?
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, the state would move to admit States 19?
Yes.
Yes, thank you, Judge. We do object to the admission of the recorded interview. We have previously provided the court with written reasons why we believe the statement was not voluntary. We renew everything that is contained in our previously filed motion and ask the court to exclude this interview from this trial. We further move to exclude it because it contains information about post-mortem injuries to Emily Ferlazzo's body. We've previously filed a written motion to exclude those testimony concerning that those injuries. We renew everything, all the bases that are in our previously filed motion to exclude, and ask the court to exclude that testimony on the grounds that it is not relevant, not probative of any essential element in the case, and is highly prejudicial to Mr. Ferlazzo's rights. So for those, we also, when we come to it, there are photographs of Mr. Ferlazzo at the end of the interview that we also have objected to the introduction of. I know that's a separate exhibit we can deal with when the state introduces it, but I believe it will be shown as part of this video. And so we are objecting to the introduction of those photographs as unnecessary, not probative, and highly prejudicial to Mr. Ferlazzo.
Certainly on the voluntariness issue, that's an issue you can argue to the jury, but for reasons stated in a long written decision. That objection is overruled.
Game of Thrones was crap the last
and,
two
the
seasons.
jury
House of
may
Dragons
hear the statements in the interview that was
didn't
done.
catch me in the same way
With
as
regard
Game
to
of
the,
Thrones.
Post-mortem injuries, the court has previously
I
filed a
read the
written
books. I
order
didn't
as
find
well.
it was anything close to it.
The court will stand by that order and overrule that objection and allow the admission of the post-mortem injuries as we have already outlined what can and will not be admitted in that regard. And the pictures of Mr. Ferlazzo, frankly, the court didn't find had, it certainly had relevance and had very minimal prejudice. So those were also subject to a written order as well. So your objections are noted and overruled.
Thank you. Just with respect to timing, Judge, I know this, do you want to take a break now before you start this, or start it and then take a break?
I'd probably start it and take a break at 2:30, which is my usual time, maybe it's 20.
But Mr. Ferlazzo needs to.
Oh, does he need a break?
Judge, I'm not starting it right now. If we can, I have like 5 more questions before I start it.
So
You want to do that?
if he needs a break, we'll obviously need to take a break. But why don't you ask any lead-in questions you need before the video is played?
So before we play the video, after Mr.
It was utter crap. It was absolutely dog doo-doo the last 2 seasons.
Ferlazzo waived his Miranda rights, did you ask him if he had any idea what investigators wanted to speak to him about?
Yes, I did.
And what was his response?
Something to the effect of he was there to talk to us. I didn't have to beat around the bush, and that he believed we had talked to Spencer already.
Okay. And the jury had just heard from Spencer. Did you ask him what happened to Emily?
So, Judge, the best evidence is the video, and this will all be heard by the jury pursuant to the court's instruction. There's really no point in having Detective Voris repeat what they're going to see on the video. So I object to these questions.
It's overruled so long as it's quite limited in scope.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Yes. Did you immediately ask him what happened to Emily?
Yes.
And what was his response?
He explained that they had traveled to Vermont for a weekend away. I believe they went to Bolton. When they got to Bolton, he described her as being psychotic. I think he uses the term berserk. And ultimately, he told me he shot her twice in the head.
Okay. How quickly into the interview did he tell you this?
A minute or two after Miranda.
Okay. And do you recall what he stated when you asked him to describe Emily when he shot her?
He told me at some point in the interview, he explained that the fighting had stopped and she was laying on the bed.
Okay. Okay. So Judge, we would now seek to start the video if you want to take a break.
Okay, so if folks need a break, we'll take a break. Let's keep it relatively short. It's 2:10 now. Let's be back at 2:20.
Thank you.
All right.
I thought they said they wouldn't start with him, but then they did.
I don't know. They're liars.
I see more than one pair of pants on fire because I was promised an early evening.
You were, and so was I.
So again, ruined by Jemima, who's not even here. So
Where is she? Oh, yeah,
she had a
doesn't-
hangover.
She doesn't have a hangover.
She has a hangover. She said, "I have a hard hangover." She wrote
said-
that.
She meant head cold, I bet. And you're just reading it wrong.
I think her and Iris was sitting up all night in Discord, talking about the good old times and just
What?
pounding them back. Have you seen either Iris or Jemima today? No. Just saying.
Yeah, Iris came in earlier.
Yeah, she
gave
came
me
in when
super chat.
that was just before she went to bed. They've been drinking all night. We
She's
drink
listening.
all
I know she
night.
is. Iris, do you hear him? You need to sue. It's slander.
I'm pretty sure it's not slander.
Iris is a good girl. She would never stay up past 9 p.m. I almost
She's
said
the-
9 a.m. because that's about right.
She's the one when I made fun of it a couple of weeks back, saying, "Oh, Iris not here." No, yeah, that's last Saturday. Iris not here. She's just getting home from her night out. And 5 minutes later, yeah, I'm just getting home.
She did. Oh, hey, Squat Bob.
What do I do now? Who's what? Iris is going to get mad at you. You'll be banned from Taco Bell. So I can't take my ladies on a date.
Do you have Taco Bell in Denmark?
No.
You don't?
Mexican cuisine isn't really that big in Denmark.
It's not.
Thank you so much for gifting a membership to Vince Clotho, Squabby. I actually had the last time we were out eating a couple of weeks before the little prince arrived, and they had like a food court with different nationalities. You had some sushi, you had some Mexican, you had some Indian, all kinds of stuff, Middle Eastern and stuff like that. And I had some what was the things I had? The deep fried ones, I think. Were they deep fried? What was it?
What are you describing?
I can't remember. I sent you a picture, I think.
On what?
Didn't I? Or did I send Iris a picture just to make her happy?
Probably to make her happy.
All these little baby pictures. I don't know what this is called. It's like a deep fried something.
It's a deep fried something.
Yeah, with it's like a deep fried wrap with some then with some rice and some
Like a chimichanga?
a chimichanga. That's the name. That was good. I like that, but I asked for it spicy and said, "You put on your own spice." I thought that's boring, but they had like a bottle of jalapeno sauce, not jalapeno, habanero sauce.
Yeah.
And I thought, let's roll. Oh, it's very strong. It's very strong. When I went down there, it had some bite to it. Then the idiot that lives with my daughter, he tried it. He looked like he was going to die. He's if it gets more exotic than pork, it's not really for him.
Do you like spicy?
Yeah, as long as it's a good tasting spice. I don't like that where it's just burning your face off. I like it where it's burning your face off, but it has flavor.
Yeah. In the same way. If it's just meant to just make you sweat, and it's so uncomfortable, then what's the point? It's got to be a good flavor.
Yeah, it's I like those chimichangas.
I know, now I'm starving.
No, we have. I think we have 2 or 3 KFCs in Denmark. That's all. Other than that, we have Carl's Jr. We have Big Mac. McDonald's and Burger King. That's the only 3 chains we have.
McDonald's, Burger King, and what?
Carl's Jr.
Carl's Jr.
I believe
and,
it's
and KFC.
yeah, but KFC is only in Copenhagen.
Oh.
So it's Hardee's.
They
I
still
like
have
Carl's
Hardee's.
Jr. They give me 20% off as a veteran.
Oh, really? Well, yeah,
Yes,
I
we
do
have
that.
some very famous Chinese restaurants. Some who have had very, very good scores whenever they come around with the Michelin restaurants. Norway has the most northern McDonald's. Probably do. Should be Norway or Finland. And you have to understand that the menus are different from the US in those chains in other countries. Yeah, we right now they have every I think like 3 months they have like this special burger that they switch between. And right now it's a Banese burger, which is
What?
maybe I can show it. Right now it's this home style Bernays burger.
What's it got
then-
on it?
It's just a home style burger, and then they had some Banese tasting sauce and a little crunchy like chips thingy on it. Then you have the hot chutney cheeseburger. It's just a cheeseburger with some chutney. The McCrispy and the Crispy Deluxe, and we have onion rings back. I never had them at
Oh.
McDonald's. Yeah. So and the
A
standard
Kit Kat
menu is
McFlurry. Yeah. Love Kit Kats.
other than that, we have the tasty double tasty Big Mac, quarter pounder McFeast, the healthy feast, the chicken, the healthy chicken, the veggie, the tasty cheese hamburger cheeseburger, double cheeseburger, chicken salsa, hot chutney, filet o fish. I like a filet o fish and a McBacon. That's what we have on our McDonald's menu. So
Wasn't that fancy?
it's different than yours.
Yeah. You don't have chicken nuggets?
Of course, we have chicken nuggets.
Okay, you better have chicken nuggets. Even
Chicken
though
nuggets.
that isn't even sure real chicken, it is delicious. Good old chicken nugget.
I like Carl's Jr. better.
Yeah, they have better. They still have the Monster 5-star burger. Look at that thing.
I never had that. I like the. Which one is it I normally have? I think it's the double Western cheese I normally have.
Well, the Monster was comparable to Baconator at Wendy's. So
But I like them because they give veterans a discount. Yeah, it looks like a Baconator. 4 slices of bacon, 3 pieces of cheese. Never seen it. The things we do when we do stuff.
I know. I haven't eaten lunch yet, so I'm starving now.
Yeah, Carl's Jr. is good. I like it. I wish they had salads and wraps again. They do have that. They have wraps at Carl's Jr. and salads at McDonald's.
Yeah, we have one Hardee's like left near, but it's far away.
We don't call them crisp. We are not British. We call them French fries or pommes frites. From the original name, pommes frites, it means fried potatoes. So we call them pommes frites.
Frites?
No, not frites. Pommes frites. You missed the Monster Burger.
Yeah. I haven't had one in years.
They don't put cheese on it here. That's weird. I never think I've tasted anything teriyaki. I think I'm going past Carl's. Yeah, I'm going past the Carl's on Sunday when I go home from my daughter. So I'll stop by and try a Monster Burger.
Yeah, try it and see what you think.
Yeah.
I haven't had one in a long time. Yeah, they're not called Carl's Jr.'s here. They're called Hardee's. So it's funny.
I have a guilty pleasure for McDonald's. Whenever, especially if you have these streams where you haven't slept and you just want something, yeah, that's the best thing to get.
Of course it is.
You never heard about Carl's Jr.? You have them, well, maybe you don't have them, you should have them on Sjælland, but there's one right off the bridge in Nyborg. I like falafel. My stomach can't handle falafel. So every time I eat it and I love it, I have to, I don't know, it's like a lactose intolerance. I'll have to.
Be seated.
Teriyaki is overrated. I don't know what it is.
Thank you, Judge.
Usually in Chinese food.
Yeah,
It's delicious.
The patata frit was never officially. Oh, yeah, let me step right into that one.
Yeah, no, I know.
Never had Culver's. Don't know what it is.
And you also,
Culver's is good too.
Bill Blair.
Why is it near Roskilde? That's a major. Don't you have a kind of big shopping center in there? I've been to Roskilde since, well, I've been there this summer with you, but
yeah, lights. Is that better or worse?
oh, I'm not a big fan of soy sauces. They're too sweet.
Oh, I like salty. I love a good salty sauce.
Salted caramel frosty at Wendy's. I don't like Culver's burgers, but love the custard.
Yeah.
Why
Salty
does
is
this-
savory. It's delicious.
What's wrong with this chair in the back one? These armrests are way too wide for a normal chair. It looks weird.
It does look weird.
Looks like they're tying people up to it or something. Yeah, our Burger King closed after 6 months. There wasn't enough business in my town for Burger King. Yeah, it looks like you can tie people's arm to. Oh,
You cut it out.
I slept 4 hours last night, Jenny. I was supposed to have an early day. I don't know what Elvis pie is, but I want to try it.
Elvis pie?
Yeah. Oh, I have to Google that one.
You gotta Google it.
Elvis pie recipe. It's this pie marries the sweet, smoky, salty, nutty flavors of Elvis's favorite sandwich in a rich, gooey, messy cream pie. Oh, I like a messy cream pie. Fresh banana pudding topped with peanut butter whipped cream in a peanut butter bacon cookie crust. Need I say more?
Don't you hate peanut butter though?
I'm not a big fan of it. It's not something. It didn't become a thing till I was way in my 20s.
I know, reindeer. Like, why are we staring at a chair? You can't fast forward.
Yeah, normally they'll agree to cut it out, but it seems like the defense didn't want it to be put in, so we're going to
Just have
sit
to
through
watch everything.
everything.
They'll be right. You need coffee or anything?
I'm gonna give it some food.
Make sure you don't, can I let that or do you want me to patch it on the outside? I'm kind of cold, so don't take it up, don't take it up. Long night, huh? Yeah. You got your keys? Alright. Any knives on those keys? Oh, yeah, there's like a little baby, oh, that? I said that right there.
I tried it. It tasted horrible.
You turn around?
The meat tasted so over-processed. I really didn't like
You
it.
know, we always make sure anybody that
Had
comes
it-
in here.
I think the first week when I was in Denmark, I was in
Is that
Copenhagen.
your wallet?
Really bad. Tasted like those
As long as
cheap
yours doesn't
meat
get
patties
over,
you get
please
at
don't do a good
supermarket.
search and it shows up all over the internet. Things go crazy because when it's on or something, you don't mind. I would say you would do that, but just because it doesn't sometimes happen.
Yeah.
Everybody, especially here in Vermont, everybody allowed to have guns. There's nothing illegal about it. We're just always, hyper vigilant. Yeah. Well, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. I get the crack over this. I'm gonna chat with it. I think Amy said she's gonna get you some food because you're hungry. Yeah.
I'm going to take a little break.
Keep our shoulder on this. You just try to confiscate it. I'm not gonna, like, keep it, something illegal about it. So we're just popping off this. Yeah. You, what were you doing? Just going to the gas station? Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, no way. Were you on the side of the road? Yeah, let's walk right against yourself. Jesus.
Hey, Lexi.
What time is it? What day is it? Just basic stuff. Yeah. It is Tuesday, October 19th, 2026. Essex. I was living in Essex for a year. Park Street? time did your shift start? We started at 8. You did it on day shift, so I do like 8 to 8, like a 12 or something? No, 9, it's either 9 or 10 hours.
I'm gonna go get you a sandwich, but we'll just hold you over. You don't need that? Okay, I'll go get ham, turkey.
Somebody believe that. I know.
Somebody.
I just.
Bunch of cops around.
You're fine. It's not like.
I just said, you know, all the food I can find.
You don't fucking.
All right, you got it.
I appreciate your effort.
You got it. All right, I'll get you a sandwich.
I'm not telling you in a minute, man. You don't want to have that? No. I'm not that kind of guy. Well, really sweet, you know? Yeah, too much. I laid off sugar for a while. Yeah. No, our day shifts, we start at 8, and then we go till 5. Some guys work a split, and then other guys start at 5 and work all night, so it's staggering. And, oh my God.
You sit in the blanket?
Yeah, there you go. It's cold out.
Yeah, Paul is finally here.
Oh, yeah. Shivering. There you go. Well, me. I'm glad they're doubling up.
Really, lady?
You ever been here before? I know you said you're from Essex, but this place, if you need anything while you're here, you know, just holler, we'll get you water or whatever. There's a bathroom out to that door. There's another bathroom down the way. Just as long as you just ask somebody, make sure you get to where you gotta go. How's that going? I said, it's not well. It's not well. I'm over here actually just focusing on trying to keep my stomach to let it face. Be good. Is it the only thing you ate today? Yeah, it's pretty rich. Yeah, it's not eating all day and all that. Walking on here. Been here for a while. Yeah. 6 years. 6 years. New faces, I guess. I guess, yeah. Long turnaround. What is kind of cool about our job, I guess, is we don't have to be in the office every day. We can work from our hours, essentially. We don't really have to be right. Yeah. So sometimes I'll go like weeks without actually having. Yeah. When I was living in Pennsylvania, my friends worked on the PD. They still had to go and for the roll call time, they had like charts and shit, I think, or something. Yeah. Yeah. Every PD's states. Yeah. even like, they're not doing really anything. Burlington PD, they gotta go in and like actually clock in, like physically. With like paper and like it. It's like digital, yeah, but it's digital now, yeah. Yeah. Like, I think they use their badge or their ID or something, they like scan it in, so it's all recorded on site.
Thank you for being a member for 13 months, Brandon. I didn't unblock you. I never blocked
13
you to begin with.
months? Wow.
But thank you for more than a year. We could have a baby by now, and one more on the way.
You two don't need babies together.
Jamie, being a hater.
I am a hater. I'm stopping it now.
You want this close? Somebody's walking by with it. No, it's okay. It's okay. I try to be nice when I'm in my office trying to work. Everybody walks by, talks, whatever. To me, it's like I can't, it's just distracting. That's why I'm coming here very often. Or I'll close the door to my office. Keep it warm. Yeah. You drink coffee? Yeah. Yeah, just drank a shot of espresso. Oh, you did? Yeah. Was that at the main fields there? Yeah. Usually guys will have coffee on the spot at the tail grab or something. In that break room that we were just standing by, they didn't have any. I appreciate the thought. Yeah, of course. When I
Jamie and I are married, so we don't have smacks.
step out and see if I can track some guns for you. Do you have anything else, Joe?
Yeah, exactly.
We can get you more water, of course. I think there's some tea floating around here. I'm not sure what kind of tea. Every now and then, a lot of like sodas and stuff in the fridge. Some protein powder. Protein shake. I haven't done that in a while. But I used to do it every day. And that's why I haven't just done it in a while.
It's the brand.
I can still do it.
That's the one for you.
Yeah. All one week, mix it up. And, yes, it's never been good. I don't think it's supposed to be though. Yeah, I guess usually, but like for me, I just chug it. And I used to care about the consistency and yeah.
My mother was 5'6", 5'7", I think. She was pretty tall.
Who was I supposed to talk to? I don't know. JP. There is a JP here, is that what they said? Yeah, he was going to talk to me. Huh? I'm not sure. I got an old powwow over there. But, I mean, I see people in and out, but I'm not sure if it's over yet. They're probably putting it all together and just sitting in front of it. I'm not sure. They're probably just prep work. I don't know. Obviously, those are conversations I'm not part of because I'm not here with you, so I'm not no idea. Next updates from my wife. Today was my daughter's first day in daycare. Oh, awesome. Yeah. Good pictures and stuff? Not yet. She's doing well. Daycare. Or daycare, preschool. Is it just it's just a daycare. It's daycare. Yeah, she's only a year and a half. Oh, wow, okay, she's super good.
Why are we watching this?
So I was nervous this morning. Yeah. She's never been to a daycare or anything before. She's gonna come back with like the runny nose. Yeah, right. Probably that's gonna be nothing to worry about. And then you're gonna get a runny nose. Like, oh, the kids are like little petri dishes, man. They just breathe.
I don't know.
Yeah, everywhere. They haven't built that.
Are they even talking to him or are they talking to each other?
To like a stronger version of the virus, and then you can get your ass kicked by it. Yeah, that's how I got what I believe was COVID. Did you? That was 2019. This cute little kid, literally his entire face was booger. They were beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah, huge like sausage for eyeballs, like big long lashes like this. Yeah, and I'm holding them at arm's length, and I'm like, I'm looking at them, and I'm just a little sick from this. But it was good.
Yeah, let's make one with an extra chromosome. It always works the best.
My ex was like, oh, I gotta get this room clean with this kid.
Tim, I'm a
Sure enough,
token.
you get a second, so it's like, yeah. I think it was COVID. It was like, did you lose like smell and taste and all that? Not really. Yeah, so not really. It was just kind of like your run-of-the-middle sort of flu. Yeah. I were coughing for like 3 weeks.
They're talking about a daughter going to daycare for the first time, so she will come back with a runny nose.
Bad cold or bad flu, yeah, or any like lost taste or lost smell. Yeah, like a little bit from like my congestion, but like I think that's pretty typical. Like, yeah, any sinus, just like anything, man. Yeah, like, yeah. One of my family friends had it. And, same thing. I didn't know. I just thought I had my nose. Sniffles. Yeah. It was fine. But tested positive. Yeah, but it's all fine, you know, just slept a little extra for a week and was good. Yeah. Seems to be pretty more common than not. The bad cases are pretty few and far between. You said you're in Pennsylvania now? Or that's where you used to live? That's where I was born. That's where you're born? Yeah. Wonder how it is there. Because every state you go to is obviously different. Like with how the common person
I agree.
Feels about the whole situation.
And
I went and visited my
she'll be tearing up all the volleyball tracks.
everywhere around there, like nobody, like in the height of the pandemic, nobody cared. Like, we were wearing a mask. You go out Florida doing the same thing. Then you come up here, it's like everybody's wearing a mask. You feel awkward if you weren't. You know, I masked and I didn't mask and I touched things and I didn't use hand sanitizer every second. And really, I just lived my life the way I was living it. Yeah.
Oh, they're talking about the
That's
coof.
negative. Yeah. I'm pretty sure whatever the fuck that thing was in 19 was that thing. The big bad looking monster. Yeah, right. The super flu that we had to shut America down for.
Why does it say polygraph? Did they misspell polygraph?
Honestly, like, I mean, I guess picture yourself being America and you have like $1 trillion debt that somebody's calling in. What's the easiest way to like break the economy? Just break it. It's broken. It's broken. Yeah. But then you can't argue that. But then on the low, like everybody's like spending their savings, but then it jumped back up. Yeah. I imagine that's got to be pissing some people off. Probably. Cool. Joe, you got anything? Is it Joe or Joseph? Which do you prefer?
Around 40.
Do you have a preference? Whatever's easier for you. Whatever you prefer. I'm James. James. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. All right, Seth. How are you? Doing okay. I call next to you. Okay. I'm just happy if it's hangs right there. I don't need to turn it on. All right. Yep. Appreciate it. It's just, we're just gonna shut the door just for privacy purposes.
You better not have commercials on, and if you do, take them off. Also, why are people trying to get involved with our child pre-birth? A little privacy, please.
Get out.
Thank you so much, Brandon. You are, again, way, way, way too kind. But
What? Brandon. Yeah.
so now I demonetized it. So now there's no ads on. Those $2.50, you're more than covered.
Oh.
Not that I run ads really anyway. But
I have premium, so I wouldn't know. I should turn it off just to see and then yell at you.
you can't turn premium off. But
Yeah, I can. I can cancel it.
I think the worst thing I've ever found was my mother's high school yearbook, and just having to think mom was hot. I need to go outside and sit in the forest for a bit and think. Did you see any of the names who said Anita was such a fun girl? You know what I mean, fellas?
Ew.
Ew.
Baker.
I'm just saying, my mom had a past as well. My mom had 2 kids and a previous marriage when she met my dad. So
Yeah.
not all moms were saints like yours.
That's
I'm
what I
just saying.
think. And I will always think that. I don't want to know any of their business.
Except
Ever.
your mom doesn't give you food home in a container.
She does not.
I'm sure you saw there's a few people walking around. Do you need anything? I see you got water. Somebody got you some food? Yeah, I'm good. Okay. Good. All right. So like I said, my name is James. This is Seth. We work for the state police. We're detectives. We've been trying to get up to speed on what's going on today, and it's our understanding that you might be able to help us understand a few things. We are happy to listen. Our ultimate goal is to find Emily, and we're hoping that you can help us with that. Before we get going, I just want to be fair to you. Obviously, we're here in a state police barracks, right? And I just said we're the state police. So I just want to
You missed absolutely nothing. They talked about the Coof and kids going to daycare.
make sure that you're aware of the rights that you have. So I would read these to you. We're here in St. Albans, Vermont. Are you from Vermont? Not originally. Not originally. I've lived here since 2012. Okay, that's longer than me. Today is 19th of October.
Well, this MLS is Brandon.
Up in this
The other
area,
MLS is Dave.
Oh, trying to Richmond and Essex area. Yeah. All right. Down up here. I'm gonna read these to you, and I'll just ask that if you understand them, you tell me yes. If not, we'll go over them again. Okay. So the first one says that you have the right to remain silent. Do you understand that? Yeah. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Right. You have the right to talk to a lawyer before questioning and to have a lawyer present with you during any questioning. Make sense? Of course. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one would be appointed to represent you at public expense before any questioning, if you wish. In Vermont, that is called a public defender. Make sense? Yeah. If you decide to answer questions, you may stop the questioning at any time. Make sense? Yes. Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you? Yes. Do you want to talk to me now? Yes.
Two brothers.
So this next section is just the waiver. It says, I've been advised that I have the right to remain silent, to be represented by a lawyer, to talk with one prior to questioning, and to have one present during questioning. Knowing my rights, I agree to waive them and talk to you now. No threats or promises have been made to me. So if you agree to that, I'll see you sign right here. Sorry. Oh, you're going to take it. Thank you for that. It's 2:45 p.m. All right. So Joe, is
Is it fair to say that you have an idea of what we want to talk about?
Yeah.
All right. And you?
I'm here to talk to you. Like, you don't have to be there.
Okay.
I'm sure you already talked to Spencer.
Why, Brendan?
I fucked up. Plain and simple. Like, I had a fucking lapse. And it's something that I can't undo. So here we are.
All right. Well, why don't we?
Jamie, can you see what Brendan's advertise? Of course, Jamie is on the phone right now when I'm asking a question. I'll get back to it.
I think what would be helpful for me is just have you start from the beginning of what happened, and start from the beginning, and we'll listen. And then, maybe at the end,
I'm
we'll
here.
have questions. We'll go from there.
Did you see Brendan's avatar? No, you can't see it. It's too small, right?
Yeah.
I can't read the text. I had to go to his channel to see it. But I think it says two can play at that game. It's a girl with a caterpillar cat on her shirt. And then it's a cat with a shirt saying "whore."
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Two can play that game.
Is that fair? Yeah. All right. So I'll turn it over to you. So.
Can't have anything else than 20s in Denmark.
Um,
Haven't had a prince since the 90s.
So I came to Vermont. I was living in New Hampshire for like the last 2 months with my wife and her family. And I came to Vermont. We were supposed to have like a weekend away,
Hi, Danielle.
vacation, do some camping, like have some fun. And like as soon as I like put the vehicle in park, like my wife went completely berserk, like completely psychotic. And I shot her. That's the result of that.
So, case over. See you later.
So he said she went psychotic and he shot her?
Yeah. Again, innocently charged.
Now here we are.
Okay.
So,
All right. Can you? Where did that happen?
Bolton, Vermont.
Okay. All right. So, I guess my next question is, when did that happen? Saturday. Do you know about what time? Saturday evening.
I just think he's cold. I don't think there's a. He's not hiding a pew pew.
No way. No. Saturday morning. I think I was.
Brendan, enjoy your day. That means that there's no Friday beer today. But thank you so much for the super chat, and enjoy your evening. And come back tomorrow for the baking show if you can get out of bed.
Bye, Brandon.
It was like, yeah, it was Saturday morning.
Okay.
I got my day screwed up.
Okay. I appreciate you clarifying that for me.
I really can imagine I've been home for days. My mind isn't right now, so.
So tell me about like how your wife, you said, is Emily, correct? Tell me about you and Emily getting to Bolton, like when you got there, how you got there, the vehicle you were in, that kind of thing.
We drove the Chevy.
Yes, I'll be baking tomorrow because my poor little daughter has nothing to eat because the stupid guy that lives in her house has gone back to work, so she's alone with the baby. So I'm going up there Sunday. So I said, "Do you need some stuff to put in the freezer that you can thaw?" So yes, tomorrow instead of Stabulate, I will be baking pizza buns, pigs in a blanket, and whatever else.
I love it. I love Baker making his little pizza buns. If
Yeah, you
y'all
like them.
haven't seen it, you just can't. It's going to be amazing. What were you gonna say? You like my pizza buns?
I was just about to say you like my buns, but I'm just gonna go out take a beer out of the fridge so it's not too cold when I have to shoot it.
Okay.
Where were you guys coming from?
New Hampshire.
So you go straight from New Hampshire to Bolton? Okay. Where in Bolton? Bolton's a big town.
The resort,
Can you describe it to me?
the big resort.
Yeah.
Ski resort.
Yeah, there's a bunch of buildings up there, right?
Yeah.
So whereabouts were you guys when all this happened? Where were you headed?
My sister was like Airbnb, so I was like using an opportunity to like spend time with my family.
Okay.
And we just went doing terrible, doing so south.
Right. Do you know where at the resort? Like, had you arrived at the resort when this happened?
Yeah, like we were there, and we stopped. And, typical, like got some stuff to drink. Trying to like listen to music. I was trying to put some candles on. Have some wine. And, throwing the candles around, telling me to put them out, turn the music on. Just being like forceful and aggressive with me. And it just turned on punching and kicking and like, just a lot of hurtful things. I can't even remember like, all of them, but all I know is I was just dumbfounded that I make all this effort to like try to do something nice. Just get treated like shit.
When we're talking about the candles and the wine stuff, is that the Airbnb you're talking about, or is that in your RV?
In the RV.
Was it part of that, the resort?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it near the Airbnb that your sister was at?
Yeah.
I'm not super familiar with the area, so is there just like a parking lot?
Yeah.
Okay. And is that where this happened?
Yes.
Okay. And so, when you say there was a lot of
Probably can't do
kicking and
that.
punching, like who was kicking and punching?
I don't take a punch. Like
You don't?
I don't.
Okay.
Like I've never heard all of that until now. I don't engage.
Okay.
Like I am the punching bag.
So,
And I didn't want to be punching bag anymore.
so was everyone punching you?
I just had like a moment and then like I don't know, like I just
Where was she punching you?
in my arm and like kicking me and running, like just like body blows and she's shorts.
And was this kind of the punching and kicking, was that occurring inside the van? Or do you call it a van? Is that what it's called? Van?
Whatever you try to like.
Okay.
Whatever you like, in the vehicle.
The vehicle.
You're not selling it, dude, at all.
The vehicle's parked up at Bolton near the Airbnb and kind of the.
She was giving him body blows,
situation
Jamie. He's
between
really
everyone was
innocent.
occurring inside of the van.
Yeah. This-
How does that turn into, I heard you say that you shot her, so explain how that incident continued.
I don't even know. Like, I just know that I like sat down and like was. Like something inside my head, just like I remember feeling really warm, and I remember feeling blurry, and I don't know. Something inside me said enough is enough.
Yeah, but where's the lead up to any of this? Like,
And what did you shoot her with?
Jamie, it's a woman.
I'm just, come on. So like,
Jamie.
all years of this I just snapped. No.
Sometimes once is enough.
Tell me, Baker. Tell me.
Okay, do you know what kind of pistol? Glock pistol. A Glock. Whose Glock is it? Okay. Where is the Glock now? The bus. It's in the bus. Can you describe Emily when you shot her? Like, what was she doing?
She had stopped fighting and she'd gone and laid down. And I went and jumped on top of her. And I shot her.
That's when they're most dangerous, Jimmy, when you're on top of them.
How many times?
So she stopped,
Okay.
went and laid
What did you
down,
do
and
next?
then you put the pillow over her
Yeah,
head.
but that's when she's pouncing. She's waiting to attack again.
Okay. Got it.
It's classic female behavior.
Classic.
They're kind of like cats. You don't understand. All of a sudden, there's just a claw coming at you.
Okay.
I don't know if you get past that.
Okay. Describe what you mean when you say you cleaned up.
Blood coming over her head, so I put a bag over it. So actually blood. There's blood on the pillows.
She was laying in wait to attack him again. Sure, like this. You're totally misunderstanding it. He did what he had to do. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because she kicked him in the bolos.
What kind of bag? Like a trash bag. Okay. Are those still in the bus? Okay. Where's Emily?
She's in the
Where in the bus?
bathroom.
She's in the bathroom. Like, what's the layout? You walk through the doors.
Bathroom and the kitchen and bed.
Okay.
Would it be easier if you drew a little diagram show this instead?
Because the bus, I did see it from the outside, it's pretty big. Here, I'll see it.
Drawing the bus. He's drawing them a picture. Baker draws a picture.
I'm drawing a picture.
Okay, good.
Which is the front of the bus and the back?
Would you mind just, maybe just for reference for us, just labeling what you drew here? So you said this is the bathroom? And I thought I heard you said this circle was his Emily, that's what you depicted. And then the bed. So, just so I understand, so the incident where you jump on top of her and shoot her, that occurred.
Before you get too far, I'll just put your name on that just so he always we drew it.
And it's still 19.
Perfect. So do it on data for me.
Just to reference this picture for a second, hold this up. Yeah, the incident that you described on the bed, this bed here, at the back of the bus. And then you explained that, you put the bag on her because she's bleeding, and you cleaned up or
Carried her.
you carried her?
Yes, sir.
Was it obvious that she was deceased?
Yes.
Okay. And why did you move her to the bathroom?
The blood from the things underneath there.
Okay, so like the blanket and stuff underneath there?
Yeah.
Okay. Where in this bus is the firearm that you used to lock?
In the,
It's in the bed. Are there any other firearms in there?
yes.
Okay. What other guns are there?
There's like one other small pistol. Hunting rifle, I think shotgun.
Okay. And then I think one thing I would like to clarify is the time that this happened. So you know about the time you arrived at Polk Valley on Friday when you came from New Hampshire? 8 p.m. Friday night, roughly?
Maybe earlier. I would say give it a window like 7 to 8.
So you arrived between 7 and 8. And what time did the shooting happen approximately?
Maybe like 1 or 2.
1 or 2. Fair to say that's Saturday morning?
That's Saturday morning.
Okay. Only in the bathroom?
And all I can remember is like,
Oh,
no,
wait,
no sense. Like, nothing made sense.
is he wearing onesie pajamas?
Let's look up.
Are those his red balls?
No, he's wearing blue jeans and a blue shirt. And
I eventually, probably, I don't even know.
oh, my internet is crappy.
Coffee and breakfast will try. The coffee was in the Airbnb, and then we ran down the street for some breakfast.
Okay. Did you talk about what had happened?
No,
No?
no, I was meeting her boyfriend. So,
Emily?
yeah.
What'd you say?
I mean, you know, my role is like her husband, but also just a punching bag.
They asked where she was when you went out to breakfast. What did you say?
She's still sleeping.
No, it's all of a sudden I got out of memory on so I hope it's back.
Okay. All right. Do you know where you went to breakfast? Maxie's. Whereabouts is Maxie's?
Waterbury.
In Waterbury? Okay. All right. So after Maxie's, how did you get to Maxie's?
She drove.
Your sister? And does the bus remain at Bolton? Say, yes, I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Oh, thanks.
It's because of the Yankee candle she hit
So you
him.
go to breakfast with your sister, next?
Came back and I left. I know I ended up, I went to my friend's place in St. Albans. That's where I did next.
Do you know how you got there?
Drove the bus there.
Drove the bus there. Okay. All right. Do you recall if you made any stops along the way?
I don't think so.
Stop at a gas station, store?
Probably a gas station.
Do you know which one you would have stopped at? Okay. Somewhere between Bolton and St. Albans?
I have fiber, but it's
Yeah.
It's a little ways.
stupid today.
What's your friend's name? That's the husband too?
Yeah.
Does she live with anybody?
Her husband Jason.
Sarah and Jason?
We have kids too.
Okay. And is that where you left the bus? Okay. Did you talk to them about anything that had happened? No. Do they know Emily? Did they ask about her? Tell me about that.
Just like the basic stuff, like where is she, like, what's her deal? Like, I mean, honestly, like, if I'm being honest, they were like, good fucking riddance. Like, views are there. Well,
When you said they said good fucking riddance, did they know what had happened? Okay.
yeah.
So did you, correct me if I was wrong, but based on what you're telling me, you told Sarah and Jason what you had done?
No, I didn't tell them what I had done.
Okay.
No, they were just asking, like, so where's Emily? Like, and I said, oh, she's gone. Like,
Okay.
And they're like, good.
Got it. Okay.
They're like, you're, what's the matter now? Like,
So you had just said that she was gone, but didn't indicate what had happened.
I didn't tell them.
Okay.
I'm ashamed of myself. Like, I never thought I'd be here. You know, like I started my life, like, just believing that, like, you give love, you get love, it's mutual, it's reciprocal. You know. You don't fuck with people's lives, like, you know, you just trying to be a good person. And now here I am, like, I feel like,
So after Sarah and Jason's house, and I apologize, like I said, coming into this today, trying to learn some of the information, and I might have it wrong. Is there another friend in the area that you go to at some point this weekend?
I saw Spencer.
Spencer.
Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah, I think you mentioned him earlier.
Yeah, I talked to Spencer. I told Spencer what I did.
Okay, tell me about that conversation.
I guess it's like the kind of conversation where you're driving along and you're just yelling at your best friend.
To me, it seems more like he just don't give a crap about it. It's just, yeah, I did it, so what?
And then you just tell them. Even though, like, you don't want to tell them, just tell them, just to get it off your chest.
Do you recall, like, what or how you told him, or what he told him?
So we drove down to the
Spencer was the one who made the phone call, I think. Why the heck is this looking so bad?
I don't know, all you guys were there last night, I don't know. But there was like probably 4 or 5 police vehicles out there, so. I was like, yo, turn around, like, I'm not in a good space to do this right now. And then we were talking, and I told him, and
What was his reaction?
he turned the car around.
What did you tell him?
I told him that I killed her.
Did you tell him how you killed her?
No.
Okay.
He was like, where's that? I said, she's on the bus. He said, is she living on the bus? And I said, no, she's dead. And
So don't take
turned
that
the car
from
around,
her.
and I was like,
He's
listen,
lying.
I'm gonna come back in this car, so
I never said him.
I can't do this right now. I just need some air. I can't breathe. I'm like overheating. So I got out, and that was it. He drove away.
And where did you go?
I just walked down the road a bit, and then I saw like a little covered shed or something like that. And then sat down. Yeah.
All right. So I kind of want to get back. I feel like we were working through the weekend, and I kind of jumped ahead because I was trying to understand the people that you visited. So that was Sarah and Jason and Spencer. So back to kind of
See you
Saturday
later, Tina.
afternoon after you leave Bolton, you go to Sarah and Jason's house. Do you know what you do next on Saturday?
But they never. That's the Petrito something. They never found her body, did they?
After your reasoning?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
I think they never found the body. But I'm
I
not
thought they
sure.
did.
Did they find it? I just know it was weird. He went back to Florida and didn't say anything.
But I could be wrong.
Yeah. No, but Marissa says they did. I trust Marissa.
That's what my sister wrote.
She only lies
Over
when she
me?
makes her.
Okay.
So I do a vetting for my sister, and then we go get some food, and then I go home and fall asleep.
Where did you do the tattoo?
At the lines,
Where's that? I'm sorry.
Sarah, Jason Lynn,
Oh, okay.
Spencer's last name is Lemons, so I don't want to write down there.
Lemons.
Lemons.
So you do a tattoo at the Langs.
Right.
What kind of tattoo?
This pine cone with maple leaf and some acorns.
Oh,
It's like a pine fruit.
how big is it? On the wrist? A big pine cone?
No, it's not a big pine cone. The pine cone is yay big. Maple leaf is like yay big. The acorns are just like two small acorns, and then there's like a pine branch with the pine needles.
Okay. All right. Do you, so after the tattoo, do you know where you guys get food?
Twigs.
Twigs. Where's that?
Twigs on Next Street.
Is that here in town, in Aldous?
Do visit things.
No, I'm not from the area.
Do go to things.
Is it decent?
Do,
All right. Good stuff.
yeah. Do anything?
I'm not from Vermont.
Oh,
Not really, yeah.
it's like a gastropub. You know, burgers and wraps and flatbreads.
All right, right.
It's great.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's good. It's good on the hospitality. You pay for that. Good drinks too.
So was, your sister's Nicole, or Nikki, was her boyfriend with her?
Mhm.
Any conversations during the tattoo or dinner about what had happened?
What I had done.
Yeah,
I have not told my sister or her boyfriend.
okay. To this day?
To this day,
Here now.
I couldn't. The fact that she's gonna find out.
Did he say, I never told my sister or my girlfriend?
Go back.
during the tattoo or dinner about what had happened?
What I had done.
Yeah.
I have not told my sister or boyfriend.
Oh, her boyfriend. I thought,
To
what
this
the
day,
heck?
now, I exist. And the fact that she's gonna find out. Not super okay with that, but somehow this is where it ended up.
And, you said you returned home Saturday night after.
You're still going with a self-defense, and you knew the jury was going to see this video.
Yeah, it's bad.
When this video is done, just stand up and say, yeah, I'm guilty.
Twigs, where's home?
I need Mo on because we'll get a guilty admission within
And
5
that was
minutes.
still parked at Sarah
Yeah.
Jason's. So Saturday. Did you spend the night in the vehicle parked at Sarah Jason's? And kind of moving forward to, you know, about what time you returned home and went to bed Saturday night?
Between 8:30 and 9:30.
And this whole time, is Emily still in the bathroom on the bus?
He can always plead guilty. He doesn't need to waste people's time. Watching this, seeing his total disregard of what he just did, they're gonna find him guilty.
Shaking your head, yes,
Yes, sir, yes.
okay.
Sorry, I forgot.
No, it's okay. I just want to make sure that it's very clear. You know, that I'm not interpreting something that you're saying to me.
No, I'm sorry for not being forthcoming enough. I was really tired.
So it's okay. I appreciate that you're willing to have this conversation, so. So 8:30 to 9:30, you return to your bed. Where do you sleep on the bus on Saturday night? In the bed? Okay. Tell me about waking up Sunday. You went Sunday.
What day is it now? Tuesday?
Yes, today's Tuesday.
Phone go all again.
What do you mean?
This thing's sort of just like not really able to like have clear thought or just feel like you're
He moved her to the bathroom after he unalived her. That's
fucking home.
So you're not, so Barry's saying you're not sure what you did on Sunday.
Right.
Do you know where you slept on Sunday?
And
In the bus at Sarah and Jason's? Okay. All right. And then yesterday, Monday, tell me about yesterday.
It was his time to sleep on the wet spot.
Ugh. Baker.
What? It's Friday. We can be a little dirty, Jimmy. we lost 30 viewers in 10 minutes. So.
I lied to my in-laws and told them that Emily was missing. And then I drove back from Hampshire after telling them that Emily was missing.
Yeah,
Where did you
Brandon
drive to
preempted
New
it.
Hampshire? Okay. Where did you drive back to Vermont from New Hampshire? Is it your motorcycle? And it's your Jeep? All right. Did you make any other stops in New Hampshire other than Emily's parents and talk to them? That was the only place you went?
Right.
Okay. Where was your Jeep?
At their place.
Was that their place? Okay. When you returned to Vermont, what did you do?
I went to Spencer's.
All right. Tell me about that.
I drove to Spencer to Lemon's house.
Do you know about the time you got there? 11:30. In the morning? 11:30 p.m. And is that when the conversation that you described earlier occurred?
And we drove from Spencer's house to Sarah's house.
Okay.
And then
I was thinking, because he stops at some points and just sits there and looks and think, it can't be this easy. Come on now, fight me on this. That's
saw brigade of both weeks.
Whose vehicle did you drive from Spencer's to Sarah's driving? His vehicle.
And sedan, Honda or Toyota. And told me to.
What did you do? I know you described what you did immediately after you walked, went to a bench, you said. Where did you sleep last night?
Target control, so under a rock. Well, not like under a rock, more like between a rock and
Do you know where?
somewhere around there.
Like in this general area?
It was dark. I started to wrap myself up. I was freezing and shivering. Found the place to go. It was crazy windy. 40 degrees. I was trying to stay warm.
Okay.
Wander again.
yeah, something's wrong with a guy like that.
Well, I appreciate you telling me all that, kind of doing the time span from Friday when you got to Vermont, so kind of how we ended up here today. But
Do you have any other questions?
yeah, is that okay? What I'd like to do is really focus in on Friday itself and the incident with you and Emily, and kind of go over that with a little bit more detail. Is that fair? So my understanding from what you told me is that you got into Vermont between 7 and 8 p.m. Does Emily have a cell phone? Do you know where that is?
No.
Have you seen it since you shot her?
And I saw a couple things in the bag and I took the bag away.
Okay.
So it's probably in that bag.
All right. Well, tell me about that bag that you threw away. What else might be in that bag?
A pair of shoes. Glasses.
Where did you throw that away?
I think when I went to get gas. Trash.
Okay. At a gas station?
And
Do you know which gas station?
I honestly don't. I think. I feel like I stopped and like put like a little bit of fuel in at every single gas station that I drove by.
If you saw the gas station again, would you be able to kind of point it out, or would it help kind of refresh your
Maybe
memory?
it's a mobile. It's like a mobile.
Okay. Maybe a mobile.
Yeah.
If you saw, like, if you were back in the area driving by, would that help refresh your
The
memory?
truck isn't till the end of the show, you know that.
There's a lot of gas stations between Fulton and St. Albans, right?
Yeah.
So that's something we might be interested in looking for. It might be hard to find without a little help.
Yeah. I think it's a mobile. It's a mobile.
Do you know a town?
I think it's Richmond.
Maybe a mobile in Richmond?
Yeah.
And which garbage can would you have used?
The one that's at the pump.
Oh, the one right at the pump.
Touch his neighbor or gas job? debit card or credit card?
From is it your card or was it Emily's? Mine. Yeah. What bank?
Some water.
Yeah. You want to take strips?
I bet you could have a smoke and a bottle of
Did you take a
vodka.
drink, Joe? Bathroom or what? Water, you good? Okay.
Is he wasted or is he tired or his body language is
Okay, so let me go get you some water, see what I can find for food, okay?
Oh, he's been pretty much doing this
is
thing
he
since
having
he
an
did this.
anxiety attack?
I think he's now caught and he's starting to realize it. Like what this all means.
His body language is so weird.
You doing okay, Joe?
That he confessed everything.
Hey, guys.
Oops.
No, thank you. James.
Yeah, might be that. Might be that.
Okay, bud? Here's some water. What do you have here? I got some coffee, hot coffee. What do you have, that cream or sugar or both? Just black. Okay.
Yeah, that's what you give somebody that's having anxiety. Here's some more caffeine.
Oh, now he breaks down.
I gotta pee.
I gotta
Just
pee.
ask. Can we please skip this? La 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 la.
Well, god dang it. Defense attorney. She's mad they're playing it. She's like, then play it all.
Yeah. F it. We'll watch it all. I'll hate the jury.
Yeah. I've never seen that in real life, Sue. Do people really do that? Do they breathe
Never
on
heard
that
about it.
paper bag? You've never seen like people do that in like movies or TV or something? Or
Yeah,
even in
I've seen it, but I've never seen it
Oh.
in real life. I
Oh,
know
okay.
that it's so you get the carbon monoxide to calm you down, but every limbo boy and girl all around the limbo world gonna do the limbo right. La 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 la. Limbo, limbo, limbo kick. Limbo, limbo, limbo. La 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 la. La 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 limbo lam. Arriba. La 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 la. La 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 la. Hey Ralphie.
Anything else? You good?
Some company?
Yeah, I'll stand right here. Absolutely.
You come sit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
What's your name?
I'm Sam.
Sam.
Yeah,
Nice to meet you, Joseph.
nice to meet you.
I thought it was girl.
Yeah, I'll show you.
It looks like Steve Carell in 40-year version. Nothing.
What?
I just think it's folded up.
How long have you been in Vermont?
I've been in Vermont my whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been in state police for almost 24 years now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Thank you for coming in and speaking with us. Not easy to do. You're doing the right thing.
Get it
I
out
never
there.
thought a million years, dude. I never thought anybody could push me to that.
See, she pushed him.
Oh, innocent. Not guilty.
No, he's a weedhead.
I don't know what to do. You're gonna take me somewhere, right? You're gonna take me somewhere so I can't do that again?
Again, you're gonna take me somewhere so I can't do that again. Oh, it sounds so much like it was self-defense, dude.
Just want to make sure you're okay. No, no, I'm okay. It's gonna take time. I'm sorry. I know that's so much. You're a tattoo artist? How long have you been doing that? For 20 years. Oh, geez. What's the best part of doing that? What's your favorite part of doing that? Creativity. What's your favorite part of doing this? Just trying to do the best we can for people's families. Probably.
Well, it's good against anxiety. I've always heard that Baconator helps with anxiety.
A Baconator?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sure does.
How's that usually go?
Sometimes it goes well, sometimes it's a little difficult.
I don't even know where to go from here. Like, I don't. My mind is so broken. I can't even think straight.
Nothing like crying and eating a Baconator. Like,
Normally, it's the other way around. You eat the Baconator and then you start crying.
Turkey sandwich?
oh,
I also go with some twigs. It did not go with twigs.
crying into your fries.
You don't eat carbs, do you? You took all the bread off.
You don't, oh, guy.
Do what you have to do, right? Well, I mean, if I'm not part of this college, why would I put this? Right. You got, is that coffee? No. Yeah. Well, why don't we give you 2 minutes so you can finish your sandwich? You got more questions? Yeah, I do. But I don't want to, I want you to have an opportunity to eat and drink a cup of coffee. We'll take 2 minutes. Actually, if I could hit the head and we'll come right back in. Sound fair? And I want to get you some napkins. Yeah, that's okay.
Don't sleep on the pork chops. He's on a diet, so he's off carbs.
Yeah, good luck in prison with that.
Yeah.
It's going to be an
Your
all-carb
Twinkies and-
diet, so.
Twinkie and commissaries are really good for your diet.
Alright. Ugly cry and eat a Baconator. I think I probably have before. I think I've drunk cried and ate some McDonald's. So that's
What is it in the first Transformer movie with that guy who says the cupcakes are in here, so if you're guilty, you won't eat them. So he eats all of them to seem not guilty or something. It's and then he turns on all his friends.
I know, I was outside all night.
You stayed outside all night? With what you have on?
I got myself up in the dark.
He's cleaning up the table. He's making a mess.
Look at him.
Can I take my shoes off?
Yeah, take your shoes off. What's wrong with this dude? It's almost like he's a crazy murderer or something.
I feel so shitty, like everything makes me make me feel anything. I'm sorry, this is weird. I'll figure it out. I'm not okay. And
I could go for
Why?
a
Why does he feel the need to take his shoes off? He doesn't
Sometimes
like
he
to eat his
doesn't-
baconator with shoes on.
Yeah.
It's inappropriate.
Boom, 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 boom.
I'm not getting to get in.
Yeah, just don't get naked.
Yeah, I'm not.
Other than that, you're fine.
Oh, they're asking for his clothes. Because I was like, wait, why is he taking his pants off now? Are they asking for his clothes or am I crazy?
They didn't ask for his clothes. He just needed to get everything off that made him feel trapped.
Oh, God.
Did you do all the artwork on yourself? Or did somebody else do that for you?
My artwork.
Yeah, I saw you had a tattoo on your foot.
These are Pete's.
That's cool. Did you do that yourself or somebody else?
Somebody else.
Yeah. Did you do the artwork for it?
No. One of them was.
All set, still working on it or?
All right.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you guys get business, John and I will talk after.
Thanks, man.
So I do have, and I think Seth probably has some follow-up questions as well.
Okay.
And, I kind of want to just let you know that the reason, details are important, right? And I appreciate your willingness to have this conversation. But details are important. Details are what is going to help bring some closure to the family and Emily's parents. And, we want to be able to do that as best that we can.
Right.
And what will help us is some of the things that may seem like very small details are things that might be the piece that helps bring that closure, right? So, what trash can Emily's stuff is in, her wallet, that wallet might be the piece that helps them cope with some of this stuff. And we want to be able to bring that back to them.
Okay.
So the details of, what gas station you stopped at, what trash can you used, that's why we ask those types of questions. So we have a few more. We want to kind of dig into the details a little bit and try to understand this. One of the first things that I wish I'd asked initially was, when this happened, what were you wearing? What clothing did you have on when you shot him?
I don't know. Maybe just like a t-shirt.
Okay.
Just like a t-shirt.
Was it that t-shirt?
I don't think it was his t-shirt.
Okay. What t-shirt was it?
I feel like I took a shower at some point and changed my t-shirt. I'm sorry, it's one of the t-shirts.
Okay.
I don't
Do you know what you had on? Did you have pants on?
No,
No pants on?
no, I don't have to, I don't.
Underwear?
Yeah.
Okay. Because earlier you kind of described that, it was messy and there was some blood. Did that get on you?
No,
Why did you take a shower?
it's cold. Do you know where the clothes, the t-shirt, and the underwear they had on that day? Do you know where those are? Okay, on the bus. Did you throw those out? Like, no, okay. So is there anything other than Emily's cell phone, her shoes, her glasses, and her wallet? Anything else that got thrown out? No? Okay. Because one of the goals that Seth and I will have is to try to track that stuff down, because I'm sure you can understand that, that's probably going to be meaningful to some people. Just out of curiosity, what was the, just out of curiosity, what was the first they get rid of? What? The shoes, the glasses, and stuff. Oh, I don't know, it was on the bed. It was shit everywhere, and it was. Shit, meaning in blood? No, there was some blood. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't mean poop. There was like, the contents earlier described, glasses, things, right, we'll call it, closure things. Those things are what I'm referencing. Gotcha. Those are other things mixed in with those items.
It's okay.
What about like the sheets?
And this,
Did the
welcome,
bed have
welcome.
sheets on it? Where are the sheets that were on the bed, and like the pillowcase, or? They're in a bag on the bus. They're in a bag on the bus. A different bag. Can you describe the bag that you threw in the trash that contained the cell phone, the shoes, the glasses? Was that also just a trash bag, or was it a special kind of bag? It was like a shawl bag, like a plastic. What color was it? It was like a white bag. A white bag? Either a Hannaford, a Shaw's, or a Market Basket bag? Yeah. And are you still pretty content that was a mobile Richmond?
Thank you so much, Crispy Bacon, for the 3 calls.
Any of your gas receipts, so that way we can take a look and see what you at the start. Or maybe hell did I? Oh, like yeah, there's not that gas station right there in Colorado. Yeah. What was the plan with Emily's body? Like if the police hadn't shown up last night at the Langs at the bus, what was your plan? I didn't really have a plan. I was just gonna like take it into the woods and drop it off. Where? I don't know. Like I said, I had no plan. I was just gonna take it into the woods and drop it off.
Where are these cups from? Can you see what logo it is?
I can't tell.
If you could talk to Emily's parents, is there anything that you would say? I mean, clearly I would apologize for being such a shit. Without Emily, what would you say to Emily?
It looks like it's two different companies. And thank you so much, Elizabeth LeBrew, for buying a corner kiss.
Aww.
Love
Thank you, Elizabeth.
hanging out with you and chat. Makes the workday much more enjoyable. Oh, you're so sweet. And Crispy said, we love Baker. They don't love
Aw.
you, Jamie. They love me.
That is perfectly fine.
You heard that, chat? Jamie hates you.
Nope. Baker can get all the love. It's fine. That's fine.
Picked her up from school.
I was teaching her friend how to pierce. And
Was she into like tats and piercing too? Did she do that stuff?
she didn't do it, she just got like this weird conflict tattoo piercing.
Yeah.
But yeah, her friend was trying to learn. And so I said, call a friend in. It was a friend. She pierced her ear. And it
Has anybody got a high number yet?
Didn't Brandon get 96%?
How soon after when you guys first met?
Maybe he did. Aw,
Dating right now or whatever.
we're soulmates.
Dunkin' Donuts. But I think it looks like two different cups.
Well, like we met,
Might be wrong.
just that once.
Yep.
It's been longer. Kisses Baker square on the mouth. Thank you, Polly.
Pernilla, 81% mean is, that's impossible.
You know, Lauren was trying to get a tattoo and Emily wanted to get a tattoo, so they came. They got some artwork.
Yeah.
The good thing about getting Nightbot is when this is so boring, people can find out how mean they are compared to you.
If you want to call it. Or you guys, like, enter into
Oh,
something.
Zach was 97%.
Oh,
Relationship, like,
well, that makes sense.
what you kind of described is kind of a hostile
Giggity.
relationship that,
So it literally
when did that,
6 days ago, probably, if I had to guess.
so for the year and a half that you guys have been dating, like, has there ever been any domestic violence or physical abuse or anything between the two of you?
Again, same kind of thing, like, it starts off, like, with her just, like, looking through my phone, and then she'll walk right up to you and just punch you in the side of your eyeball.
Did it because she didn't, and what was the reason behind her?
Stay safe, Rihanna, and
Like,
don't go
just trying to,
outside.
like, see, like, read all the texts, and who I was talking to.
Gotcha.
Why are you so
It's
pressed?
celestial force.
And then
Look at that. 94%.
I'm like, okay, well, that's extreme.
I don't believe
So
it.
I just want to clarify something, because I might be wrong. You and Emily are married, correct? When did you guys get married?
October.
Of this year? Like this October?
No, that was what we just celebrated a year in October.
Okay. Yeah. I just wanted to, I thought I had heard that, but I wanted to make sure. So it was 6 months prior, you guys first started dating, then you got married.
Why can't I remember my own?
She asked me to marry her, it was like maybe like 3 weeks. We started seeing each other and like hanging out
You got it.
a lot.
No, I spelled it wrong. It was Rage Crusade who got it the right way.
We moved to Essex.
It needs to have the Y,
Got a place together.
but
I think that was maybe like June.
You know what? Why didn't I think I did it with the Y.
Like 3 weeks. And she was like, pop in the question.
Baker never won a spelling bee, guys, so.
So getting back to the
Well, it's better than Ralphie Saucer.
physical altercations, you spoke about a time when, you know, I don't know if you're speaking generally or you're speaking about a certain specific time where she looked at your phone and then came up and punched you.
Well, that was more than one time.
So that situation happened more than once.
Yeah,
Is there other instances?
that was the first, the one I described was the first time. And then not, it wasn't like weekly, maybe like bi-weekly or every 3 weeks or something like that.
Like arguments or like physical fights? Or
I'm talking like physical where I get hit.
Yeah.
Isn't that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, so when I get
That's
hit, yeah,
major.
roughly every 3 weeks.
was there ever any times when you would fight back or you would hit her or
Now
anything
it should
like
be
that?
correct.
No, I would only grab her because she would be like, she wouldn't stop. Like she wouldn't stop until I'm physically.
I only have 31%.
She couldn't.
Right.
Like, but no, I wasn't like,
So the situations you're describing where you know, she hit you and you grab her to make her stop, curiosity stop. What was the conversation like in the video after that happened?
I don't know, like, it's just like all the, all the trust kind of ran out of our relationship. And, I would like ask like simple questions like, yo, like, what did you do? She's supposed to be like carpooling with somebody. And then she's like, yeah, I'm gonna carpool.
You guys can click that link and see what commands he has if you want.
And like, it's like, oh, I got the address, and she showed me that she had the address. And then
Oh, wrong one.
I remember seeing it. Like, and then I remember this one time when it was just like, we went outside, she went to work. Her work
I
was
just
out.
think I got some air the wrong way down.
I was like, that's weird. So I followed her. We got in the car. I was like, okay, what the hell's up this way? Usually she would like braid her hair before she would go to the hospital. No, she didn't braid her hair. She went the wrong direction. So I was like, okay, let's see what this is about. And I was like, I know she had this address to go to North Avenue, so let's see if she goes. Sure, she went to North Avenue. Yeah, so I brought it up. I was like, hey, what's up with that? Like, you were just not gonna like talk about that or what? And same kind of thing. Just walks up and just starts laying into me. Rip my shirt, rip my necklace, knock my earrings out, like, screaming and kicking and flailing and just like the whole thing. So yeah.
It's just every time someone puts in Isaac,
Yeah, no, I think they told you a certain perspective on kind of like what your relationship was like. That's kind of what I'm getting at.
Yeah, she either wanted to like, just like snuggle and watch TV or cause a fight.
With Emily's phone that was thrown away, did you use that phone after the incident? Did you turn it off?
Yes.
Why?
But I turned her phone.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna use it, and she wasn't gonna use it, so I turned it off.
Okay. And did you use your phone after the incident? Your cell phone?
Maybe a couple times.
And what kind of phone do you have?
It's like a iPhone
Do you know like the
X,
iPhone X? Do you know the phone number?
802-355-8485.
355-8485. Is that a,
come on, it's 4 o'clock.
do you know, is that like Verizon phones? AT&T?
No, it's
AT&T. And you used that, what did you use that for after the incident? Did you talk to anyone?
I talked to Spencer, I talked to Sarah, I talked to, and messaged, some clients.
When you say you message clients, is that regular like text message or like Facebook message?
I mean, it bounces between like Facebook Messenger, Instagram messaging, and regular messages.
So is it
Pretty much everything that you know.
Is it accurate to say that on Friday, from when this incident happened through today's
If
history,
you
you've used
type exclamation
Facebook
point
Messenger,
commands,
Instagram Messenger,
you'll get a
regular
link
text
to the
message
commands.
communicating with people on that phone?
Yeah.
Okay. How many Facebook accounts do you have? You just have one? I know some people
think-
have a couple.
My ex made a Facebook account that I can't delete.
Okay, so there's more than one out there.
There's more than one out
But you only use one?
I don't use one. I didn't really use Facebook, like I use Messenger, but
What's your Facebook name?
my name.
It's your name, picture of you?
Sure.
Okay, perfect. Did you use your phone at all to like search anything? Really, like we like, what do I do? That kind of thing? Did you do any like Google searches or Safari searches about what you should do?
No.
Didn't look up anything?
No.
Okay. Just asking, just to make sure.
That's a normal question.
Did you use your phone to search anything this past weekend related to what happened on Friday?
No, I didn't have any questions.
Okay.
Nothing that I was like, ooh, I wonder what the other humans do. I fucked up, I mean, that's what we cleaned it up.
One thing I would like to do, which I think this is important, and I don't want to do it yet because I have some other questions, but before we're done here, I'd like to document if you have any injuries, because you kind of explained to us you get hit, that kind of thing. So if you have any marked injuries, anything like that, I just want to make sure that we take the opportunity to document those, okay?
I don't think so.
Okay. We'll cross that bridge in just a second. I do have a couple other questions. And what I'd like to do is take some photographs. Any marks there?
No. I wasn't asking about it.
Don't.
No.
Ew.
Is there anything that
Stay away from the penal area.
We'll look a little closer in just a second. When you said earlier that you put the bag over Emily's head,
You found
did
mud
just
down
put it
there.
over her head or her whole body?
Ugh.
now our body's back up?
Her whole body's back.
Did you say muck?
Describe that to me.
Mud.
So I
M-U-D.
Well, muck sounds grosser. Muck.
Muggity, 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 muggity,
I cut her
mug.
body and put it in multiple bags.
Tell me about that.
You're so dramatic.
How did you cut her body?
It's 4 o'clock, Jeremy.
I
Marissa told me we would be done by 4. This is really boring.
her body into
Oh, yeah, I hate when they want to play full videos.
you know,
And no
wrapped it up,
skipping anything.
take it in the woods,
Where did you do that?
in the bus,
On the bus? Where's the saw?
on the bus.
What kind of saw is it? Describe it to me. Just a hand saw?
Ew, he used a handsaw.
What color is it?
It's gonna take a long time to get through things with a handsaw.
Yeah.
Like a camping wood saw or like a carpenter's saw? It's just like a mini carpenter's saw.
Like with a fine seed, that thing. Where is that located on the bus, that saw?
Somewhere in front of the bus.
Is it still in the bus? Where exactly, I can pull this picture back out, just so I can,
Maybe like behind the driver's seat.
but where was, Emily?
He's confessed he did that 4 minutes into the interview.
Yeah, he did at the beginning of the interview. Now it's just, he's ate a Baconator, had some coffee.
Talked about the couve, talked about not washing his hands more than he used to.
Did some breathing exercises.
Yeah, talked to a guy about him being a cop for 20 years, and this guy been a tattoo artist for 20 years. This is out of Vermont.
Located when you did that?
Where?
Like where on the bus?
Virginia. He had a Baconator and a cup of coffee.
Why in the bathroom?
Always go with
I haven't been on the bus, but I imagine the bathroom's pretty small. Yeah.
I mean, it's.
Oh, and he took his clothes off. And
Okay. Where was she positioned when you cut her body up?
I moved her to the bathroom, and then
Yeah, he just took her to
Where
the
on her
bathroom
body
and
did you
cut her in
cut?
pieces.
Okay, so I took the arms and the legs and the feet and the head.
So both arms, both legs, the feet and the head, so that would be, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different pieces, roughly?
That's right.
Okay. How did you package them? Like, what's with what in the bags?
I don't know that.
Do you know how many bags you put them in?
Oh.
8 bags,
Oh.
right?
I don't know.
God. Wait, where are we going?
So they're all packaged separately, right?
That's correct.
What types of bags are those?
Garbage bags.
Oh yeah,
Why
he
did
should
you
go
do
look
that?
for Chloe while they're there.
Instead of carrying them, I was gonna
Chloe's in
carry them
Vermont.
down to the woods.
Did you carry any out to the woods?
Okay, if we're doing the
Every
Friday,
piece
now
of
is the
Emily's
time.
body is still on
I'll
that
go
bus?
to the
Right, the
kitchen.
little
So I have
circle.
something to do before I fall.
Paper.
I'll do the
That's
lighter.
important.
Yeah.
I should ask this before I go. So. we
Gwen, of
talked
course
about,
she did, but that's not what they told us.
Was she wearing clothes at that point?
Yeah.
So from that point, carried her into the bathroom, and what happened to her clothes?
I cut them over.
Okay. And where are those?
They're probably in one of those bags.
Okay. So the clothes that were on her are more than likely in the bags.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, guys, I know this is probably not an awesome way to have your day go.
Well, those are the, those are the details that I was talking about that are important for us to know, you know.
Let's get you ready for the Christmas party. What's slanche is what they say in Ireland, I think.
Ugh. Did you tell him you were ready? Because I feel like he's. I hope he's ready.
I said he should be ready.
Did you go,
He
Brandon?
said it was him who he sent me a super chat saying it's now or never.
Aw.
Jimmy, you should watch the show. It's actually
I
good
don't.
sometimes.
What show is this?
Yeah, you've always been a big fan of Kurt.
Oh. I saw that, but I also feel like I didn't see him again, so sorry.
He
I was
called
like,
me out,
holy-
so and I said I'm gonna go to the kitchen, so he had time to prepare, and now he's gonna. Oh, I didn't see it. You have to. I toasted you. Yes. Well, Valhalla, then just pour it on the floor.
You know what I find funny is he's sitting at a bar and he's basically talking to his phone and he's toasting to his phone and he's drinking. Like, people, what they wonder is going on.
Oh no, he's at home. He's going to a bar now for an
Oh,
Irish Christmas party.
I thought
But
he was at the bar already.
I think you're being kicked out of an Irish bar if you arrive sober.
Yeah, you got to get real drunk to get admission.
Yeah, so you can speak with an Irish accent. No, I gulped it in two. This is Jamie levels of what happened on the show. Totally
What?
rewriting history.
Yeah, what's going on?
I mean, at the end of the day, this investigation is gonna take time.
Didn't take me
Those
minutes.
details will come out, but,
And then
you know,
don't
I think
encourage him.
it's better to hear it from you. So, with that being said, what else haven't we talked about that is important for us to know?
You talked
what
about
happens
everything.
with Emily?
Good night. Have a great evening.
That's it. We talked about all of it. Yeah, all of it. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, I can tell you that I wish it didn't happen. I wish I could turn back time. I wish that I was just, I don't know. She was
I
saying
think
how
if it's orange, it's the north, and if it's green, it's the south.
make sure you lose your license. Make sure nobody ever comes to you again. And I was just scared, and I was hurt. And
So she unalived her because he was afraid to lose his tattoo license. Come on now.
Well, what was she gonna do?
Report him.
Oh my God. For what?
Why was she
Explain
saying
yourself.
that?
I don't know. I don't know, James. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, she literally was trying to break me down any way that she would. Like,
Yeah, he will be
I don't know if you
testifying.
ever just
He's
like
got
want
an
to be a
opening.
dick to be a dick. But I mean, I don't do it that well. Like, so yeah, I'm usually just like, okay, like, you'll talk about it, fix it, you know, whatever. But
So you felt she was being kind of like a dick just to be a dick?
yeah,
Alright.
you know, like, I don't think that, you know what I mean? Like, I suppose it would be like if I mean, I told you guys, you know, you're supposed like looking at me, you know, but I'm sure you're thinking like, wow, this dude, what the fuck? You know, like,
That's in
what
Munster,
person
the
is a man to
southern
do something
part.
that, like, I would never do that. And not believe me, if you would have asked me that, I would have said the same thing.
Look, I've never been here, and our job we're not sitting here to judge you, Joe, that's
I
not
know,
our job.
I'm not saying it's judgment. but
We're fact finders, and, you know, we talk to people for a living. You know, this isn't the first time that we've talked to people that sat across the table.
Oh, it's right next to a
Said that they were
Galway
drinking,
where
that
the
they've done
Galway
it, they've
girls
done
are.
bad things. And it probably won't be the last time,
That would probably have a couple more days.
maybe.
Hope not.
I think the other important thing I wanted to just circle back to is the timeline of Friday. So, you know, when you come from New Hampshire to Vermont, you know, it's my understanding, you told us that your sister had an Airbnb. And I just want to clarify because I think you said basically put it in park.
Yeah, bring up
It
religion.
seems like we're going to perhaps a new subject and getting on towards 4:15. So I think this would be a good time to break the weekend.
Thank
I
God.
agree.
I will reiterate my admonition. Please don't talk about this case with anyone. Please don't try and find out anything about this case, read any news source about anything, because this case may very well be in that. And just enjoy your weekend independent of anything we've discussed here. We'll learn about facts about the case only in the courtroom. Did you want to bring up?
I just want to renew my objection to the admission of the testimony concerning the dismemberment. Having heard more of the specifics now than we discussed in voir dire, I would like the testimony excluded from the jury's consideration because it's so highly emotional and
I don't know why she
emotionally
gets a speaking
charged and
objection.
highly prejudicial
This,
that I would like it excused. So I'm renewing my objection.
I'll give a more detailed basis for why it's coming in outside of the evidence.
Thank you.
well, it's pointless now because I don't care what you say. They're still going to consider it.
Yeah.
All right.
And the speaking objections are dumb if you're going to like say that right in front of the jury. Like what is
Yeah,
the
it's just a
point?
waste of time trying to put the genie back in the bottle. It's never going to
Yeah.
happen. It never works, and it's it's always just really, really stupid. But
Yeah. If they have
it's also
things like that they need to talk about, they need to be, he needs to be judges need to be pulling them up to the, sidebar, because
yeah.
you're never gonna, it's out now, it's done. Can't take it back.
But it's also smart for her because she gets to say it, and they get to hear it. So for her, it's a smart thing. But yeah, it's stupid. But Jamie, what do we think so far? Guilty as sin.
Guilty as sin.
Guilty as sin.
I don't think he
Toasted.
had any kind of self-defense on this woman.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, I just got a message that the package I sent 2 days ago has now been cleared through Danish customs. So one of them at least is on its way.
Exciting.
Yes, I hope it finds people well. But we will pick it up again Monday. But remember, Monday we'll have to figure it out because I have Alles Norke Cloud, which is all is still stolen. Cool little channel name. On for my 12 days of creators on Monday, 3 p.m. Eastern. And then I will have, I think the first week is more or less filled out with new people every day. So
That's really
you get
cool.
to see a lot of people, and I get to be up very late because most of them are somewhere between 4 and 7 Eastern time. So I'm not sure I'm going to do night streams. There won't be a Stab Your Day tomorrow, but there will be a baking stream instead. And I'll send all the usual suspects a link so they can stop by and chittle tattle if they want to do it. But Mo has something to do in her real life as well. But I have to bake for my daughter, so I'll figure out when because I was out buying everything today, and then I came home and I was, oh, yeast, probably gonna need that. So we're gonna bake some pizza thingies and some pigs in a blanket and maybe a cake or two. It's, as I've said when we did the cookies, Christmas cookies, I like to keep those very simple so you can use them for multiple things. This dough I use for everything from like burger buns till pizza. And Italian would kill me if I used it for that. But pizza buttons, birthday buns, pizza buns, pigs in a blanket, cakes. You could use it for everything. So it's gonna be something, good or bad. I don't know, but you can follow along. The recipe is already in the Discord, but I haven't set it up yet. I am a little tired. I got up at 4:30 this morning, and it's now 10:30. So je suis un peu tired. What's a birthday bun? It's just in Denmark, when you go to a birthday party, you start with a bun. It's just a white wheat bun. It's just and you have them. They're slightly, what do you call it? They're not hot. But they have some temperature to them. Tempered.
Like,
so it's not fresh out of the oven, but it's still they're still warm.
Okay.
So you have those, and with butter and either some we have some chocolate slices we can put on bread or cheese or whatever you like. You start your birthday dinner with that. Then you have the cake, and if you're lucky, you'll have another piece of cake before you go home. But it's a traditional. It's just a small bun you eat with before you go to the cake. So that's a birthday bun. I will need. No, the machine will need. I do know my buns. Well, I will show them a lot tomorrow. Warm, yeah. Dit-qu'il en fatigue. Je suis en peu fatigue. Oui. No, it's not a well, maybe it's a dinner. I don't know what. You have weird names for everything. Just use Danish names. Yes, it's probably Rose who reincarnated and tried to ruin his business, like she ruined Jack's business. Thank you for being on my side, big dog. But Jamie and I will. I don't know if Jamie's gonna join me tomorrow. She might do that.
What time?
I'll find
time
out when I
does-
wake up.
See, you don't even have time started, but
No, I'm
probably
too tired. I'm too tired right now. So
you're fine.
it's probably going to be around normal time, either 2 or 3 my time. Oh, that's Formula One at 3:00. No, it's probably going to be either 8 or 9, because it's probably going to take. I'll have to do one dough before we start the show, and then I'll do one when we're on, just so I can fill out some time. So yeah, I'll be putting up a link tomorrow. Join the Discord, follow me on X, whatever you call it, so you get the notifications, or just stop by and every hour and just check. Oh no, still not up. Oh no, still not going. It helps with the views. Just stay for 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't read that. I read that they dropped the charts 1. But everyone, if you are not with us tomorrow, bon nuit and have a wonderful weekend. Bon nuit means good night, Jamie.
All right. Bye, guys. Have a
Um,
good weekend.
what outros? Should we use the It's so late, Jamie? I feel so tired. We're using the night outro.
You just go
That's
to
a
bed.
cute doggy in it. You'll like it.
Oh.